books is in. The books are in. Yep. They in. They're here. ETM Hotel, Rennie, Shawn, welcome and peace. My name is Shawn. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Signs with Shawn. Man, like the show, share the show, tell a friend, tell a friend. Just an update, man, coming up this Friday, the 15th. Brother Chill is having an event on his Facebook like page, and I think everybody should be in the chat for that. He's going to have 2 doctors on, and they're going to talk about should the Black community vaccinate. That's simple. They'll have doctors talking about it. He's going to have 2 guests on the panel. There's a flyer roaming around right now. You know, make sure that you're up on that, because that's what's going on the 15th. I repeat, this Friday on Kelvin Chilhurst's Chill Talk Radio stream, he will have 2 doctors, professional doctors, and they will be in the Lion's Den. They will be answering a host of questions. They will be doing a Q&A. Yep. They will be dealing with your concerns as a Black person. And we going to get into, is this for us? Make sure you have your questions together. Don't hesitate. Become a part of the conversation. Get involved. Be active. And let your voice be heard. I'm sharing the show at this present moment, but I do see that we got a few people in the building, so I want to say ETM Hotel to all of y'all in the chat. I hope everybody having a good evening. You know what I'm saying? We will return on Kofi Pieside TV next week as well with our Destruction of Black Civilization bill. Right now, the leader on that, the head on that, Satepin Rameri Amin, hasn't been feeling too well, so we've been kind of letting him heal up a little bit. And now he ain't got COVID. He just had some other stuff going on that we gotta give him time to heal from. Not heal in a negative way, like his feelings hurt or anything like that, but wisdom teeth. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. I think I can say that. Hope you don't get mad at me for saying that. But yeah, we'll be back on schedule according to plan. Again, man, thank y'all for all tuning in. Like the show, share the show. Let's get some people in the building and let's talk about it. I hope y'all can read the title to this particular video. It says Signs with Shawn, FDA's bioweapon unleashed. There's some breaking news about this bioweapon that has been unleashed on Americans, and we gonna get into it. We're going to get into it. Now, y'all might think that I'm gonna be doing this in favor of the vaccine. Nope, not today. I'm going to reroute my position based on the latest news. We're going to forget everything that we done learned with Signs with Shawn, and we just going to deal with the latest information. And at the end of this, we're going to see if it is what it is. Yep. So again, man, like this show, share the show. Share the show. How many people call Unc on Solar Mine today. You know, if you saw Unc on Solar Mine today, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. If you saw Unc, let me know, let me know, let me know. If you saw Unc today, let me know. Caught the end, okay. Okay, caught the end. Cool, cool, cool. I feel you. Well, he was over there arguing with a couple people about some stuff. And Stinky Inky come on there with the name calling and all of that, misrepresenting information and so on and so forth. How many people in this chat that been rocking with me know what EUA mean? If you know what EUA mean, put a one in the chat. If you don't know it, put a two in the chat. Cause this is Stinky's argument right here. He said, y'all don't know what the EUA is. She said she heard about it. Why y'all catching up to what I'm asking? Peace, Dave. Everything is everything. Charles, New, number one troll on YouTube. Mongo Slade, Gullah SC. What up, bruh? Let me see. Ogumbala. Yeah, you gotta put that yeah at the end. What up, bro? Madupe for tuning in. Kyle, Robert Rand, what's good with you? What up, everybody? Yes, Charles, we have, brother. We have been talking about it since 2019. What up, Pure? What's good with you? What's good with you? Come on now, y'all. Like this show, share this show, man. Let's get it cracking. Y'all got something better to do. The Browns killing the Steelers. So what else y'all got to do right now? What y'all trying to hold on hope? You trying to hold on hope for the Steelers? Oh, okay. But then, hey, have fun with that. Anyway, EUA. If you're familiar with science with Shawn, you know EUA simply means let me see if I can get somebody to tell y'all what it means. Charles, tell them what it means. When we read the Pfizer and Moderna's vaccine trial results, we talked about the abbreviations of EUA. Like on all the documentations, they had a long list of abbreviations and what they meant so that they didn't have to repeat themselves. But it's emergency use authorization. And Stinky Inky said that, there you go, said that Unc, Concrete Corey, and myself didn't know what it meant. And then he said we didn't know what BLA meant either. So he's trying to argue some mute point that he wanted to bring up to try to make himself seem a little bit smarter than Unc. However, I had just got kicked off the panel because what's the dude name? George Macon. I started asking his boy questions, and he called us, the female dog, and he began to shout and argue and scream for 5 minutes and go on a tangent like he was punking everybody. But and then I asked him, was he done at the end? You know what I'm saying? So we had all got kicked out. So when they were bringing people back or whatnot, I came back, man. Of course we're gonna respond to that. Then we got kicked off again, so I just left altogether. While I left, Corey was on there, and Inky was asking Corey, did he know what what EUA meant and BLA? And Corey was like, "No, brother, tell me what it means." Because Corey's unfamiliar with the abbreviation, right? I didn't hear it at the time because that was part of when I just hung my phone up and I just got away from everything. And I started making me something to eat. And Unc called my phone and I'm like, what up, Unc? He's like, man, where you at? And I'm like, man, I ain't going back on there. And Unc was like, nah, we need you. So I came back on there because you're like, Inky in here. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? He was like, hop back on. So I hop back on. I hop back on and Inky showing this right here. He's showing this right here. But he do it like this. He don't show the top. He immediately do it like this. Go down here, go back up here, come back down here. While Unc is asking him for the source. Now, I caught him because you can't see his screen because the screen black. Like mine white right here, he got his screen settings in the back black. But he stopped right here. Right? So you can see the editor and the date and all that. But he was right here for a little bit, then he got away from that. So as soon as I seen enough of what I needed to see, I went and pulled the article up. Right? And he called himself putting Corey up on game and other people up on game instead of being honest about what he was doing and just showing the source. Well, look like I'm running a bunch of y'all off. I bet you if I get the game banging on here, you know what I'm saying? People will tune in. But anyway, so he kept on fading it like this. So I want to do y'all a favor. And I want to go a little bit further with what he got right here. Now, if you notice anything, you can sign in. So you got to have an account to sign in, or if you want to purchase the actual article, look, purchase this article for a limited time, one-time distribution and website posting, $850. Don't want to get into that, huh? You don't want to get into that, huh? All right, so let's deal with it. The title of the article is, which y'all already know, everything gonna be in the description of the chat. Everything gonna be in the description with me, but it's the FDA will require data similar to BLA standard for COVID-19 emergency authorization. What's wrong with this title? Anybody got a problem with this title? FDA will require data similar to BLA standard for COVID-19 emergency authorization. Do you have a problem with the title? Yes, no, maybe so. I don't think anybody should have a problem with the title, but if you do, I just want to recognize. I don't know where Ramon at. All right, so let's go on and read a little bit about it because this is how Inky set the stage. Inky skips over the first two paragraphs and he goes down. He says, see, these boys don't know nothing about the EUA and the BLA. They don't know nothing about that. But watch this. The legal threshold for FDA to grant an EAU is that a product may be effective and its benefits outweigh known and potential risks. While the BLA can only approve if FDA determines there is substantial evidence of safety and effectiveness for adequate and well-controlled trials. Then he said something after this paragraph, talk about people can't read, can't comprehend, or anything like that. So he read it again. Then he says, if we issue an EUA, we would potentially expose millions of uninfected individuals, healthy people, to this vaccine. So we need data to support the benefit of the vaccine, and these data need to be very close to those that we need to meet the BLA effectiveness standard. Marion Gruber, director of CBER's Office of Vaccine Research and Review, said at the webinar. All right, so he stops right there to make his point. Then he tried to get off that. Then he's arguing the EUA BLA. So he's saying that, yeah, they gave us the vaccine without even knowing its effectiveness. He said that. And we can play it back on Solar. We can play the video back. He says they gave millions of people the vaccine without knowing the effectiveness. So he used this to propagate that. All right, so let's deal with it. So when I pulled the source up, I responded by going to the next line after what he said. It says the FDA could issue an EAU based on an interim analysis of phase 3 data. but only if it meets the agency's requirements for safety and efficacy, Marks and Gruber said. I repeated myself, but only if it meets the agency's requirements for safety and efficacy. Now, they indicated that an EAU would only be granted if a trial demonstrates efficacy, which FDA has defined as 50% improvement over the placebo in preventing COVID-19's infection. Let me slow that down for people who don't understand what I'm saying. They are saying, based on the trials that were being ran, the number of people in the placebo group and people in the vaccinated group had to be the same. But the efficacy rate had to be 50% over the placebo group. So if the placebo group showed any type of efficacy, whether it was 5%, 1%, 10%, 20%, the number in the vaccinated group needed to be above 50%. So if they were 20%, this would have to show 70% efficacy. However, what they found out in the vaccine group of the participants that participated is that in Moderna and Pfizer is that 95% of the people vaccinated, that's how they found out the efficacy level, because the placebo group, it was pretty much like a non-factor. 95% of the people vaccinated, show higher efficacy rates over there. So that's just to give y'all what they're talking about. All right, let me continue. It also says, and if there's a medium of 2 months of follow-up safety data, the efficacy determination will be based on events that occur in a trial. The phase 3 trials that are ongoing are expected to be launched soon in the U.S., plan to enroll about 30,000 participants. DSMBs will conduct interim analysis when about 70 events have occurred, and final analysis at about 150 to 160 events, Mark said. A COVID-19 vaccine EAU will not include all the manufacturing data and would have a shorter duration of safety data than it required for a BLA. Okay, anybody know anything about a BLA? We just basically saying a full authorized approval of the vaccine use in society. That's the difference between an EUA and a BLA. Okay, now the 2 month medium safety data is sufficient for an EUA because most vaccines-related adverse events occur within 90 days of administration. So anybody trying to understand the adverse effects of a vaccine, the reason that they wrote it out is because of this right here. The 2 month medium safety data is sufficient for an EAU because most vaccine-related adverse events occur within 90 days of administration. All right. Now, we had Melvin on the show. He told you actually would know within 45 days. But hey, they're going to give you another 45 days and say, hey, look, if you got data showing that there's no real serious side effects within 90 days, we can roll with that because we will know. So Marks also suggested that FDA will soon issue guidance about EUAs for COVID-19 vaccines. While he is legally precluded for discussing forthcoming guidance releases, he said that anyone interested in guidance on COVID-19 vaccine EUAs might want to check back frequently on our website. According to the FDA Commissioner, Stephen Hahn, the guidance will expand on previous guidance on the development of COVID-19 vaccines. It will provide sponsors a request for EUAs with recommendations regarding the data and information necessary to support issuance of the EUA, he said on Twitter. Gruber emphasized that if the FDA issued an EAU based on an interim or final data, it will require sponsors to continue to collect safety and efficacy data for 6 months to a year. This will be intended both to better characterize safety and assess the durability of protection, she said. Anybody see a problem with that? Because Gruber, she's saying, and she emphasized that if the FDA issued an EUA based on an interim or final data, it will require sponsors to continue to collect safety and efficacy data for 6 months to a year. If you watch the previous shows, we showed you how they're going to collect that data. They have a telephone hotline and an app that they're running if you have any side effects after receiving a vaccination. However, you're not in line right now because if you're, let me rephrase that. You are only in line if you are a frontline worker or over 75 right now. or 65, 75, however they doing it right now. Right now, they're working on 75 in my state. Some people might be at 65, and other people are getting a second dose. Like people getting a second doses right now. All right. So, need for diverse populations. I ain't gonna read all of it. Everybody already know they want to have a need for diverse populations to get people enrolled into everything. But anyway, this was introduced on Solar Minds channel via Inky, and he tried to play the game, and he didn't read the full context of the article, so people missed a lot of data. And then we had to come behind him, of course, and show that he was misrepresenting the source, because the source is only saying that, hey, this thing has to meet a certain standard. And right now it's still EAU use. All right. Now there were some other questions saying like that the vaccine companies, Moderna and Pfizer, had skipped steps. So I hit them with the Pfizer and Moderna did not skip step animal trials from November 25th, 2020. Right? It's 2021 right now, but I went there on this. Now I read the first part of it, which was the claim that the vaccine skipped animal trials because using mRNA vaccines on animals triggered dangerous inflammation. The assessment was false. Pfizer and Moderna did not skip animal trials when testing their COVID-19 vaccines. Facts. As the race to authorize the use of COVID-19 vaccines continue, posts online are spreading misinformation about vaccines. And of course, people like Solar Vision or Television or whatever this channel is, and all the other, supposedly conscious community character channels are spreading misinformation, right? So this is also in here, and I'm not going to bore you and get into all of that because it kills it earlier on. They even took the video down that pretty much had to deal with anything that was a misconception. To back that up, I didn't get a chance to bring out the vaccine trials had delivered their first results, but their promise is still unclear from the 19th of May, which was published in the Journal of Nature. And it dealt with testing it on, look what I got highlighted right here, and still had it highlighted. Monkeys. Yep. It says tests of other fast-track vaccines show that they have prevented infections in lungs of monkeys exposed to SARS-CoV-2, but not in some other parts of the body. One vaccine being developed at the University of Oxford, UK, that is also in human trials, protected 6 monkeys from pneumonia, but the animals' noses harbored as much virus as did of the unvaccinated monkeys, researchers reported. And this came out here. Then I also explained that there was data that came out while they was doing certain trials on monkeys earlier on in the whole press of the mRNA vaccine, was that when they tried it on a couple of humans earlier on, it didn't really show any efficacy earlier on because they did not have it right. They didn't have the science down to a T. And then they went and made some adjustments with the science, corrected some things with the vaccine, and got it to work and began to move the trials from a trial stage floor area to like a phase 1 small groups. All right. This also can be found in the description if you want to get into it more. Rabon was dissatisfied. He wanted to know more. So I brought up the AMP progress. The AMP progress deals with the beginning of the animal trials. And I show here that mice were a part of it. Of course, they got their favorite lab rats in the building all the time. That's where you get the term lab rat. Then we get to talking about other animals going early on. So I'm actually showing within the first, that March month, right after the president had acknowledged that this was a real pandemic, showing the earlier trials with the mice. Now, look, if you do this, when you get the article, if you go in the description and get the article, it's going to take you right here. And they're going to talk you right on through. So instead of doing a whole bunch of reading real quick so I can catch my breath, I'm going to press play. I'm going to give me something to drink. Peep game.
Laboratories across the world are racing to develop and test treatments to stop the spread of the deadly coronavirus. They've got the funding, they've got the talent, but they don't have the mice. That's because ordinary lab mice won't do, says Kat Lutz, Senior Director of the Jackson Laboratory Mouse Repository in Bar Harbor, Maine. The problem? The coronavirus doesn't make mice sick.
The mice themselves are not susceptible unless we genetically engineer them to be so.
While mice had previously been engineered, none were running around when COVID-19 hit. So Kat Lutz's team went on the hunt.
So when we recognized that there was a need for a mouse model that can help with vaccination research as well as antiviral research, we looked around the literature and noticed that there was a mouse model that was made in 2007 just for this purpose. And that purpose was really to study coronavirus infection. And the mice at that time were used for SARS, which is another coronavirus related illness, but is also going to be very useful for COVID-19. So in that instance, we contacted the researcher who had engineered these mice, and then we were able to reanimate those mice from cryopreserved sperm to live colonies of mice.
You say cryopreservation, but is that a whole little mouse that's, preserved, or how are you end up accessing this mouse?
It's very much like an in vitro fertilization clinic that you can picture for humans. And the way that it works is that you usually take germplasm in the form of sperm and just freeze that away in a cryopreservation tank. And when you're ready for it, you can thaw that sperm out and then use it to fertilize oocytes from recipient female mice that you have, currently live on the shelf.
How long does it take a mouse to reproduce? How big do the little guys have to be before you can work with them?
Yeah, traditional breeding in mice can be somewhat fast or slow, depending on what your perspective is. It never seems like it's fast enough, but gestation time is about 3 weeks, and then it takes another 3 weeks for the mice to reach adulthood. Then it's another, couple weeks for them to be sexually mature. So all in all, the generation time for a mouse is about 12 weeks. In this case, you can make a lot of mice, not just through traditional breeding, but through the in vitro fertilization process. So instead of making, a litter of animals, we can make multiple litters of animals and, in fact, generate hundreds of mice just from a vial of sperm.
So what does this mean for a treatment at this point?
I think the animal models are going to definitely be necessary to test new treatments and to look at vaccine efficiency. Certainly, we will not be able to successfully or efficiently do this until we have the mouse models that are able to work in this way. We have pretty much gone from 0 to 100 miles an hour with this colony. Have done multiple in vitro fertilizations, as I just described, so that we're going to literally have hundreds and hundreds of mice on the ground in a very short period of time, which we will then put into breeding that will basically meet the demand of the scientific community in very short order.
Kat Lutz is the Senior Director of the Jackson Laboratory Mouse Repository. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. So, Mongo Slade, I agree. Next, you had the New York Times. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to bore y'all. But, you know what I'm saying? You just heard for what's going on and what they're trying to do. They're trying to understand the virus. So they immediately got in the lab and started doing what they're doing. Period. They didn't skip steps. They used technology to do things. They could run tests. They could run these trials concurrently. You know what I mean? While they're testing them on animals, they can start testing them on the small select couple of humans for a reason. You know? And here we are today. Look at that. Let's see what they say.
Bar Harbor is playing an important role in the coronavirus research. Jackson Labs is breeding a special kind of mouse that allows researchers to test COVID-19 drugs and vaccines. News Center Maine's Hannah Deneen takes a closer look.
Just throwing these drugs to patients isn't going to give us the answers.
The answers about which drugs are effective in fighting off COVID-19. So the Jackson Laboratory in Bar Harbor is producing a test model.
It is absolutely essential not only to have cell models, but also animal models to be able to test the effectiveness of these drugs.
Animal models, meaning genetically modified mice.
The Bar Harbor campus is expanding dramatically. The human ACE2 receptor mouse.
This special kind of mouse has altered cells that allow it to be infected by COVID-19.
COVID-19 enters your cells by a surface protein in you called ACE2, ACE2. Now, the mice have ACE2 as well, but the mouse version doesn't bind to the COVID-19. So by engineering the mouse to have the human ACE2, we now have a model for infectivity.
Shipped out from Bar Harbor, the mice will become part of a global research effort.
We're doing a massive expansion with the goal of delivering it to, right now, about 200 laboratories who's asked for it throughout the world.
With the hopes that at one of those labs, researchers will be able to develop an antiviral drug.
I would be surprised if we don't have the first series of antivirals out by sometime this summer.
And eventually, a COVID-19 vaccine. Hannah Deneen, News Center, Maine.
All right, so earlier on, you heard you heard a month before they did this, that they were going to genetically modify mice so that they can do their research. Not even a month later, they had already genetically modified the mice, waited the term of how long it take the mice to be a little bit more mature in mice age. And then they went ahead and came on with the genetically modified mice and started testing. All right, so we got it right here. Look, Science Magazine published April 13th, mice, hamster, ferrets, monkeys. Which lab animals can help defeat the new coronavirus? They was dealing with animals. They didn't skip steps. So I just wanted to put that out there. No steps was actually skipped. They went through everything that they needed to go through to start the early human trials. They tested them and they did it effectively. You can get this in the chat. You can get all of that. Everything that I published, that I put right here, you can get in the chat. All right. So, let's get that out of there. Now, to add in the conversation that I had over there was with Minister. I don't know why he changed his name from Minister to Doctor. He ain't neither one. But the development of licensure vaccines to prevent COVID-19, the guidance for industry. So this right here, this document is a guide to show you. Now, this guidance is being issued to address the coronavirus disease 2019 public health emergency. The guidance is being implemented without prior public comment because the Food and Drug Administration has determined the prior public participation for this guidance is not feasible or appropriate of the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. And, it kind of goes on from there. So they're letting people know what they got to do. You have an introduction background. It gets into all the things, non-clinical data, key considerations, clinical trials, key considerations, post-licensure safety evaluation, key considerations. You know what I'm saying? So here's where you start getting those references toward EUA and BLA. Look down there on page 19. You got emergency use authorization. So let's go to page 19. Since Stinky said we don't know what we're talking about. He wanted to disrespect Brother Hump, and he wanted to, kind of argue with him and so forth. There you go. So for the people who didn't know what EUA is, there you go, right? All right. Emergency use authorization may be issued only after several statutory requirements are met. If the requirements are not met, they ain't issuing the EUA. Hence, this is why we don't have the data on AstraZeneca like we thought we would have after the holidays. They kicked them back. They told them it ain't effective enough, that they need to be a little bit more resourceful. So they kicked them back. The FDA, they ain't want no part of it. They needed more efficacy. especially with Moderna and Pfizer running wild right now with the 95% efficacy. They need more tests to test. They need more companies to test high like that so that they can, so that they can improve the vaccine. People getting the vaccine. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to buy us 70% effective. I don't want to take the vaccine. People gonna dismiss it. So they're trying to get the competitiveness up in the vaccine, in my opinion. All right. So I don't want to bore y'all with this, but I left that in there for y'all. I left that in the description of the video on YouTube. All right. On to the real reason why we here. On to the real reason. Let's talk about the FDA's bioweapon they released on us. So, with all that old stuff, we come to here. Look, I'm gonna show y'all the date. This is January 4th, 2021. Watch this.
The other big story that we are watching today, the push to speed up the rollout of COVID vaccines. Meg Terrell joins us right now with the vaccination numbers so far and the comments from the Operation Warp Speed chief on a possible change. Meg, good morning.
Well, good morning, Becky. Today marks 3 weeks since the Pfizer vaccine began making its way into the arms of healthcare workers across the country. So today we are going to see a number of those folks get their second shot. But this comes amid a rollout that has been much slower than many hoped. According to the CDC, the latest numbers, 4.2 million shots have been administered of 13 million distributed. Now, those are a couple days out of date. We should see those updated later today. We do expect that they'll get to the 20 million distributed this week that they had planned initially to have actually be administered in December. So running a bit behind schedule. Now, CDC is starting to provide state-by-state data. We can see who appears to be doing sort of better than others. It's the less populous states, those in yellow, who have vaccinated more of their population, which kind of makes sense. But if you look at the overall numbers of vaccines administered, California, Texas, New York, Florida, they're doing the most with the most number of people. In terms of countries, the United States is behind. Israel has now vaccinated more than 10% of its population. Bahrain, which also started earlier, almost 4%. The UK and the US, they're under 2%, although those numbers, again, should be updated soon, and we should learn more about that. But falling behind a little bit there. And then, as you mentioned, those comments from Moncef Slaoui from Operation Warp Speed talking about the potential for administering a half dose of Moderna's vaccine in order to increase the supply. This is based on data showing that the immune response, at least in people under 55, was the same for the 50 microgram dose as the 100 microgram dose. So these are the kinds of things that are getting discussed now to try to increase supply. But guys, the first thing that needs to be solved is actually getting these shots into arms, guys.
Yeah, I mean, Meg, that when you say that 13 million doses have been distributed and about a third of them have actually, or the third of them have actually made their way into people's arms. I mean, that tells you something. There are breakdowns in that last, not the last mile, but the last inch, like trying to get it into somebody's arm. How is that going to get fixed?
There are expectations that this week and over the coming weeks in January, we should be seeing that start to speed up. Nancy Messonnier from the CDC was asked about it last week, and she pointed out there are sort of a number of things that cause a bit of a rocky start. These are complex new vaccines. They have to be thawed. They have to be handled carefully. So that's one thing. And this was done over the holidays. And you want to think, well, the holidays don't matter in the middle of a pandemic, but it might have slowed things down. So the expectation is we should start to see those numbers really get higher this week and in the coming weeks. And the other part of it is there's long-term care facilities that are being brought on board. More of these folks living in nursing homes are starting to get their shots. That will increase the numbers as well.
The Office is streaming now.
Hi, Phil.
All right, y'all. So y'all saw that, right? That was the fourth. Now watch this. Two days later, nearly 5 million Americans vaccinated. Just 29 have had confirmed allergic reactions. I'm gonna let y'all look at that title for a minute before I go any further. 5 million Americans vaccinated. Just 29 have had confirmed allergic reactions. Hmm? Can somebody do the math on that? Anybody can do the math? That ain't even 1%. That's 0.00000 something. 5 million vaccinated. 29 allergic reactions. 29. Let's see what happened. I don't think I can get into all of it. Okay, here we go. The odds of a severe allergic reaction after COVID-19 vaccination are looking quite slim. According to the first data released on allergic reactions after vaccination from the U.S. Center and Disease Control, only 29 cases of confirmed anaphylactics. You heard this word right here if you was listening to the bill with Unc. And then some dude that he brought that was on there regarding everything. He mentioned anaphylactics and something else. And then so I was trying to ask him a question before I got cussed out because he had brought up anaphylactics. And I was like, okay, bro, what do you know? I was trying to get to what he actually knew based on his research because I wanted to get to this article. 5 million vaccinated, 29. All right. So, have been reported among 5 million Americans who have so far received shots from Moderna and Pfizer. Our vaccine safety systems haven't picked up any worrisome signals. CDC Nancy Messonnier said on a call to reporters on Wednesday. This means that right now, the known and potential benefits of the current COVID-19 vaccine outweigh the known and potential risk of getting COVID-19 vaccine. The CDC is keeping track of bad vaccine reactions in a few different ways. One is a new system, and we'll get into that. The agency is using to ask patients about symptoms after they receive their first 2 shots. This new self-reporting goes hand in hand with the existing vaccine adverse events reporting system. If you're familiar with us, we've shown that on this channel. If this is your first time here, like the show, share the show, subscribe. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I was sending something up. All right. Now, the only adults the CDC has so far recommended should not take the COVID-19 vaccine doses are those who have bad reactions after their first shot. Everyone else should be okay to get the vaccine when it's your turn. When it's your turn. When it's your turn. People with a history of severe allergies may want to exercise some extra caution. The CDC said and talked to person administration their vaccine before getting the jab. Now, this is the first comprehensive report on reactions. More than 350,000 people have died from COVID-19 across the United States so far, and roughly 2,000 more are dying every day. We're up to 3,000 now. Both Moderna and Pfizer shots are started into the arms of the healthcare workers and elderly Americans in late December. Though there have been scattered news reports about severe allergic reactions after vaccination, both in the U.S. and U.K., the CDC new report is the first comprehensive tally of confirmed anaphylactic reactions after COVID vaccines in the United States. Now, these report reactions took place in the first week and a half of the vaccination distribution, from December 14th to the 23rd, when Pfizer's vaccine was becoming available to healthcare workers and nursing home residents across the country. In the weeks since, the CDC has confirmed at least an additional 8 anaphylactic cases, with at least one happening after administration of the Moderna vaccine at least one, y'all, Moderna over Pfizer. 29 reactions nationwide. I had to do that for political reasons. Now, allergic patients should talk to their vaccinator and wait 30 minutes before heading home. Interesting. Stay home. Stay home. Stay home. No, I'm just saying. Before you head home, man, look, wait 30 minutes. The data suggests that allergic reactions after vaccinations are exceedingly rare, but there are some trends. Unc is replying. All right. Now, among the 21 people who had anaphylaxis after those initial shots in December, 4 had a past history of allergies and sulfur drugs, and 2 had egg allergies. 4 patients had no history of allergies at all, and the majority have never had an anaphylactic reaction to anything before, making it tough to draw firm conclusions about what might have caused these occurrences. Now, most of the reactions happen within the first 15 minutes after vaccination, which is why the CDC is recommending that providers have epinephrine at the ready or to treat allergic reactions on site for vaccines. Epinephrine. I don't know. That sounds Chinese to me. Still 12 points. Among the 21 cases, the CDC recorded 19 patients received the epinephrine injection. At least 4 patients were hospitalized with issues including wheezing, all over rashes, and at least 1 case, some difficulty breathing, but all recovered. It is important that anybody who has had an anaphylactic talk with their vaccinator about that and make sure that if they choose to be vaccinated, they wait 30 minutes. All right, so many people with histories of allergies were vaccinated uneventually. All right. Happened today. I had a high look. A highly allergic pediatrician who has anaphylaxis twice got my COVID-19 vaccine. So she's admitting that she's had high anaphylaxis twice, but she got her vaccine, y'all. Look what she says. Science matters. Look at her with her hashtags. Vaccine saves lives. Look at her. This is our shot. Not throwing away my shot. Yeah. I'm not going to read the rest of this article as it doesn't really do much for us, but speak to the point that 5 million people have been vaccinated. This, you know what I'm saying? And only 29 have had a reaction. So here we go. Allergic reactions include anaphylaxis after recipient of the first dose of Pfizer BioNTech. Let me put this in the chat for y'all. And for the people that will rewatch this video, I am going to put this in. I am going to put this in the description for y'all, just in case you needed it. But, here you go. What is already known about the topic? Anaphylaxis is a severe life-threatening allergic reaction that occurs rarely after vaccination. And it's over for Pittsburgh. Now, what is added by this report? Look, it goes and confirms everything that we just talked about December 14th through 23rd. What are the implications for public health practice? Excuse me. Locations administering COVID-19 vaccines should adhere to the CDC guidelines. And here they go. As of January 3rd, 2021, a total of 20 million cases of coronavirus disease and 350,000 associated deaths have been reported in the U.S. We don't have to do anything, but, read here. It talks about a discussion. I don't want to bore y'all to death with that. And then they got the sources up down there. So that's how we rocking with that. Put that in the chat for you. Come back with the second article by Business Insider that says CDC wants to text you to see if the corona vaccine is safe. Remember, I showed y'all that they have a app now. After you get the vaccine, you register, you put your information in. It's a reminder to tell you when to get your second dose. They also want to keep up with you to see how things are going. This is new technology that they're actually using to roll out to make sure that they have effective and a working vaccine. They call it the V-Safe program. Anybody unfamiliar with this, we've already did it on this show. But I'm not going to elaborate with you on that. Everybody should know what this is. VARS, the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System. right? Report an adverse event. You just click on this link, follow the information in the downloadable thing, and handle your business. But also with the new app that they have, the CDC's new app, you just can report your stuff right there. They'll give you a telephone number to call, or they'll tell you to contact your doctor. Right? So this is the reporting system that is used. Mm-hmm. And here go your information right there. Just get to it, report it. It's that simple. Get somebody to report it for you. That's it. We ain't got to stress it or nothing like that. Just deal with it. I just wanted to see what they do. Okay. That's that on that. All right. Now, again, that's this. This is what they use. Last little hippie snip article. They probably ain't gonna let me use it because you only get one or two. But this really don't matter. That's from Business Insider. All right. So I did put this in the chat. Everybody got this and is aware of it. We all good. All right. Now, I want to get to this real quick. So we went from the 4th to the 6th. Now we're here at the 10th. As of right now, the U.S. has vaccinated 8 million people. As of right now, 8 million people have had the vaccination. Let's see what's going on in your state. Look at Alabama. 1.16 doses given per 100 people. Total, 56,000. 215,000 in my state. New York, 500. Man, they vaccinating over there, yo. Look at them South states. South states. I can't believe Alabama ain't getting nobody no vaccine. Look at these numbers, though. 3.15 in Tennessee, but 1 point. Look at this. 1 points. 1 points. They ain't even doing nothing, yo. They ain't vaccinating nobody. Look at that. Look at Nevada. Look, they vaccinating hot. Now, South Dakota, the governor and had issues over here. They had issues in South Dakota. They had a spike. Now look at them, almost 5 people per 100. Look at that. They running it up now. California just got so many people, man. People falling off. Now it says, so of course y'all know y'all got this data too. All right, so y'all got this data too. So look, doses distributed, 22 million doses. Doses administered, 8 million. 36.2 shot used. And then it goes down to break down the percentages of the people with the shots, right? So it's going to be a while before they get to us because right now they still doing elderly people and they doing it like that. And these are the countries who, getting into the vaccine. But it's going to have to be more people than that if we really going to deal with this pandemic, straight up. So this is a good site right here that I give y'all in the chat to let y'all know what's going on. And look, going around the world, who got what, when they started, all of that. This is good data right here. Good data right here. All right, you got your vaccine contracts. I really ain't trying to get into all of that, but just show y'all a little bit. But this is what it is. This is the this chart right here is the 10, bro. This is the 10th. Updated on January 10th. This is the latest information. It's okay, Georgia. Y'all cool. Y'all ain't looking like Alabama, bro. You ain't like Charles. Y'all cool. Charles struggling. Yep. He said roll tide. Yeah, I know they don't, man. They got a lot of rural people in Alabama. Kyle said the math is 0.00058. So what you telling me, Kyle, that we can get the vaccine? The chances of us having an allergic reaction is slim to none. Yeah. Slim to none. I expect everybody to pick up. Really, you know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, dog. Hildreth was a part of the panel that approved the EUA. So Tennessee, you know, had somebody participating on the FDA approval board for this. So you know a deal was worked out for us, the state of Tennessee, to get that vaccine a lot sooner. We got Moderna. We got that Moderna in Tennessee. I don't know what y'all got, but we got that Moderna. Let's see what else we can do. This is a nice little website. Y'all got this too. It's in the description. But all them people in the statistics, look at that. Tracking of the spread of the virus outbreak in the U.S. Here we go, y'all. Let's deal with it. Man, Alabama, man, y'all getting sick down there, bro. Charles, you need to stay clear, bro. Let's see what the colors mean. What are colors at? 7 days. Black is okay. All right. Y'all see it? Decreasing is darker gray, light gray, 5 to 10. So it goes from gray, dark gray to maroon. So the hot spots are going to be flashing peachy. Texas, I look at Tennessee slowing down a little bit, but Nashville, our stuff went up. So Nashville slowing down, Kentucky slowing down, North Carolina slowing down, Florida, I don't know, Alaska slowing down. They're decreasing, but it's based on population, so it's not really, you know. Let's go to cases. There we go. There we go. Told y'all, we doing bad right now. Look at that. 500,000 or more. Look at Georgia. Look at, God dang it. 1.4, man, look. I know I can't go to Florida, can't go to Illinois, can't go to Cali, can't go to New York. You can go to Montana, North Dakota, or Wyoming. You can run your risk in Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, DC. Maybe. I ain't messing with none of y'all. PA looks safe? Hell no. Look. PA, 500 to 900, almost 1 million people, bro. That ain't safe. Jamal. He said, spoke too soon. wish we could break the numbers down by county. Let's see. Nah, I ain't gonna let me see. Nope. Nope. They ain't did no stats like that. They probably gonna have it on another website where you can break it down by county, but nope. Look at all the people that got tests. They got a 40 million population tests available, tests performed by each state. That's crazy. Watch Alabama down at the bottom. They ain't testing nobody. Wyoming. Yeah, man. So let me get off this real quick, man. Let's do this. Look, let's do this. Let's do one more. And then I'm gonna let me do this right now. Do this for y'all right here. Yeah, Jamal, you spoke too soon, man. Y'all a hotbed, bro. All right, so this is the hospitalizations in the U.S. Find your state. Find your state. Let me stop right there. We got people in Texas, Tennessee. We got some people from North Carolina, Florida, Pennsylvania. Where you at, PA? Look at Puerto Rico even on here. Boom. I'm right here, bro. I'm in Tennessee. Charles said he in Tennessee. Man, you from Alabama, Charles. Where you at in Tennessee, Charles? Let me stop that though. Yeah, man. So what's some of y'all questions, concerns, comments? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about it? What's up? Let me know. I got a special treat for y'all in just a second. I just need to breathe for a little bit. He said I'm talking. Yeah, I got a little treat for y'all. Real quick. Greenville, Mississippi, the Bible Belt. Oh, man. Oh, man. Boy, y'all see this stuff? Kentucky. Now hospitalized. 1,700. These numbers that I'm showing y'all are people that are now hospitalized. Now hospitalized. DC got 292. 13,000 in Texas hospitalized. That's crazy. 8,400 in New York, West Virginia, Louisiana, North Carolina. And y'all already know what the red mean. Look, reaching their highest number, rising. So yellow mean rising, reaching their highest numbers, the red, the little orange, and the grays is where it's mild at. Y'all can't see it, but let me share it again. What is that site? Is it yeah, it's available. Yeah, it's available for everybody. Hold up. It's on one of the links that I put in the description. But here you go right there. So again, you know what I'm saying? We're dealing with hospital beds. The South is crazy hot. The yellow mean you rising. Crazy, yo. Crazy. Yeah, man. Give me a few minutes, though. I got y'all, man. I got something special for y'all, man. Just a second. The game over. It is officially over. Sorry, Pittsburgh. Go back to Pennsylvania. Y'all got to score a bunch. Y'all need more time. Ohio, look at Ohio. Chill. Where you at, Chill? Yep. Looking at the map. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And cases are rising. What y'all think about to happen when they stormed the Capitol? When all them people stormed the Capitol and got together? Oh yeah, nah, nobody in Houston gonna be able to sit still. You know, when I was in Dallas, it was people moving and shaking. Yeah. He from West Africa said, yeah, you right. It do. Kansas City handling their business. When they finna storm Pittsburgh again, yo. All right, y'all. I got the God killer in the house.
It's funny. Since we parachuted out of our stealth bombers and dove directly out of our scientific literate tanks and participated in rock and stick fighting with them nuts, man. I gotta say it's good to stay in shape, though. Mr. Shawn, I gotta say it's good to stay in shape. What's up, though, brother?
Chilling, man. What's good? What's going on?
Yeah, yo, had that interesting conversation, man. It's tactics, right? They got all kind of tactics, and after all the dust settled and the smoke cleared, when them sources had to start being produced, it was over with as usual. A pseudo always dies at their source. Simple as that. Simple.
Yeah.
So you got people buying stock, act like they buying vaccine stock, and acting like they quote unquote read the report on all the what he said. He said he read the report on the test.
Vaccine trial.
Huh?
Yeah, on the trial.
Yeah, he read the whole vaccine trial. Yeah. And then pronounced that they missed steps. I was like, well, nigga, you obviously didn't read it.
Yo, so I told everybody today, I went a little bit further into that little article with the animals on it, the animal testing, and I showed them how in March they said they're gonna modify mice to be able to catch it so they can study the disease.
Mm-hmm.
And April 13th, they had the modified mice. I showed the video with the modified mice on there, how they began they testing it on mice. Not even a month later, they had modified mice, yo.
Yeah, it don't take long for mice to breed. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that don't take long at all, yo. Yeah, the whole shit is just interesting, yo. Like, well, we're gonna stay on that science though, yo. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna definitely stay on the science, yo. Stop parachuting out of the thermal, out our bombs and our bring it up from the deep depths of the ocean, our thermonuclear subs, and get out on the daggone raft and swim to the pseudos and start fighting them.
Yeah,
Just push the button.
yeah. We sure went straight over there.
Yeah, we went. Tell you, yo, we parachuted, yo, out the jet. Don't drop the bombs, just parachute. You follow me out the damn plane. We was like the Palestinians, yo, with sticks and rocks fighting each other, yo. Then we decided to say, that's enough fighting. Let's just get back. Let's get back in the tanks. Let's get back. And then we blew their ass out. That shit funny, yo. Corey parachuted with us.
Yeah, he did. He snapped. Corey snapped, yo. He was, man, he lost it. He lost it.
Oh, yo.
Corey lost it, yo.
Oh, man. I looked around, yo, and everybody was coming behind me. I say, Lord have mercy, boy. Boy. Yeah, that shit was fun, though, yo. Yeah, in Pittsburgh got their ass whipped today. Yes, they did.
Yep.
Yeah. Baltimore had to go in there next week. We'll be all right.
I gotta go to Cleveland.
Nah, hell no. They don't want to see us, yo. Don't nobody want to see us, yo. We gotta go to the I think we're going to shit. Damn, I think we might be going to Buffalo. Yeah, we're going to Buffalo. We beat that game, yo.
Yeah, y'all gonna beat Buffalo. I don't like
Yeah,
Buffalo.
we can beat Buffalo. Shit. See why not? They put that run game on their motherfucking ass. Shit. Yeah, they got a nice squad, yo. We can beat them. Get us revved up to play KC. Yeah, but anyway, man, it's just funny how these niggas gonna fight against science, but yet use science. Ain't that crazy to me? That's crazy. Cherry pick. What was it, the 85, 89% drop in flu cases?
Yeah. 98%. 98%.
And then won't use the reasons how they came up with the 98%. So how is it that the flu went down 98%, colds and flus? How? What is it? What the scientific data say is based off of wearing masks, it's based off of us not traveling as much anymore, it's based off of washing our hands, it's based off of social distancing, it's based off of the whole world being closed down for a month, and it's based off of more people taking the flu vaccine. So if you use that number, you got to use the reasons why. You got to use the data why they can come up with that number. They're not just picking that number up out the air, making this shit up. You can't say, well, nah, the reason is 98% because the flu is the coronavirus. Like, that's crazy as hell to me, bro.
Charles said, I was saying, hold on, Corey. Yeah, I was sitting there with the RPG, dog.
Nah, but see, that's a pseudo attack, yo. You don't have to know everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're science advocates. We can just look it up right then and there. Okay, let's stop. Let's look that up. Just because a person doesn't know the nomenclature, if he just said what he was saying, he tried to get slick. The RPD, WIC, he hit you with that shit. I say, here go Inky with the bullshit. Here go the bullshit, Inky nigga with the bullshit. I call him the black spider. He's always crawling and creeping some damn way. No, I'm gonna call him the black ant roach. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a black roach ant. He asked that question. I said, here you go with the foolery. Next thing you know, so just because a person doesn't know what's the IBCD and HLBD, right? One doesn't mean they wouldn't know if you gave them the actual terminology on it, right? And even if they don't know that terminology, it doesn't mean that you're right in what you're saying about that particular item, right? That's what the pseudo game they try to play. If you don't know something, right, then all of a sudden they must be right. That's not true. because we can look it up right now. Slow the conversation down.
Yeah, let me get it. I'm gonna get it to the people too, man. Just so they can act like people ain't on it. But there y'all go right there, man. There y'all go right here. This is what you're looking for right there. Biologics license application, which he didn't say what it was. He just said, BLA. He didn't get
Yeah,
a
you
full.
trying to fake them out. That's called faking a person out, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me, right? I'm gonna use the nomenclature for it.
And this is good, a good response for the actual article that he used, because it tells you the FDA's COVID vaccine AdCom raises questions as first readouts loom. They basically was like, hey, look, how's this thing gonna go? We got questions, we need answers. Like they pressing the issue. Another interception. They pressing the issue. They want to know what's going on before they actually give the EUA. Like, hey, how close are we gonna get to this? So they want to know. So you kind of give them that and deal with that. But he was trying to be cute.
Nah, but if the vaccine is through, that means that it passed the thing. You get my point?
Yep.
Like you just killed yourself, because if the vaccine is being in use, then it means it met the qualifications that they set for emergency use, bro. What was he trying to say? What was his pseudo explanation of it?
I don't know what he was trying to say, Unc. I just think that he was just trying to play the game until he knew Corey didn't know what EUA meant. So he was like, "So you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what this is." Pretty much.
So EUA, read what it is.
I ain't got to
read the word. No, read the
is.
words. Read the word. What's the words?
Okay. So let me go back to it.
Just the word. EUA is short for what?
Emergency use authorization.
So you mean to tell me we don't know what that means? See, like, bitch, first of all, I didn't even know they used that. The EUWD, XYZ. Shut up. See, that's the game they play, bro. Like, you know how many videos you got with that stuff? You know how much time we didn't talked about, we didn't debated on the daggone pseudo killers about emergency use. Remember that?
Yeah, we've been saying that. So Corey knew what it was. That's what I was saying. He knew what it was. He just never caught. It was never called by the abbreviation. We always said emergency use.
Only Inky do that, bro. He's the only guy. The scientists don't even say that. The lady came on there and said it. He came on there with the ACD, WXYZ, double triple A, XMDD. Come on, man. That's the game. They make it seem like, remember pseudos, they always want to make it seem like they know more than what you know. You know that's the rule, right? Overcomplicate shit. That's the life of a pseudo.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Malcolm?
Man, what's going on, fellas? What I missed, man?
Oh man, Shawn parachuted out of the stealth bomber scientific jet.
It's unfault, yo.
I jumped out the tank, and Corey came out the thermonuclear sub with a paddle boat to fight with the Palestinians with sticks and rocks. That's what we did. We did that, sir.
Well, what show y'all on, man?
Solar Vision.
Man.
Shit was funny, yo. Ah, man, cussed each other out. George Macon, you know what I'm saying, called everybody bitch. I was like, man, hey, we trying to stop the youth like y'all try to do Pharaoh. We was like, what? We tried to stop young Pharaoh. This nigga was a pseudo sophisticate.
Mm-hmm. That's the crazy part. It's like he had a problem with stopping Pharaoh. Now look what happened because y'all let dude pacify him.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yep, they pacified him to death, yo.
Then he said that we didn't know what the EUA was, Malcolm, or BLA.
Man, come on. Yeah.
Oh man. He said we teaching people this bull crap. Yeah. I gotta find it though.
EUA, emergency use authorization. So I mean, of course, everybody everybody know what that means. Whether or not they've been using the acronym is another thing. But
correct.
Everybody know exactly what that is. But yeah, I've definitely seen debate tactics where people have tried to find terms that they think you may not be familiar with, and then use that to discredit everything else you may think you know about the subject in front of the public. That's not that, that's not an honest debate tactic. I mean, if I'm about battle somebody, I want them at their best, and so I'm gonna give him due diligence. Hey, I'm sure he know what EUA mean, but he may be having hiccups, but you know what I mean. Instead of trying to defend
No,
somebody, I don't know what
no,
he
I
mean.
had never heard a person use the nomenclature. Not even the vaccine scientists didn't use it.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. you got me on that one, bro. You're right. So you know all the nomenclature, A, B, C, D, W, X, Y, and then the double X, C, D, right? Okay. You remember that's what pseudos do, though, right? First of all, we wasn't
Right.
debating, we was having a conversation. You feel me?
Yeah.
Wasn't a debate, bro. We was having a conversation. And when you're having a conversation, you explain things, then you gotta actually we gotta know what you're talking about. You're trying to cloak what you're talking about. Yeah, that's he been doing that for years, yo.
Hey, hold on real quick. Let me get the people because some people ain't heard it, so let me give them a little piece. So he is really how it started.
They come in and they report on it. You know what I mean? But everything about the situation is the way they report on it. The way they go about reporting it is kind of misleading a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? That's my issue.
So why do you think they do that? Why do you think they mislead?
It's for political, not only political reasons, but because they got people that pay for them. You know what I'm saying? They got what do you call those people? The people that investors. They have investors. You know what I'm saying? So it's about money and it's about politics. And most of all, when you put all that together, most of all, it's about power. Because when you control the narrative, power is controlling the narrative. You know what I mean? And so that's why they do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this real quick, right? I want y'all to check this out real quick, right?
So hold on. So I'm just telling you, so the numbers are less though.
I'm gonna show y'all where I got my source.
Yeah, we don't do the video shit though. Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, no, I mean, what the fucking nightly news and shit? That's what I'm talking about with the media. That means you don't trust the media. That's why I asked them that. You don't trust the media because this is what they're saying. Wait. So hold on a second. Let me go ahead and share screen. Let me go ahead and share screen real quick so y'all can see where I got my source from. Uncle Cat, I don't know where he got that article from.
And by the way, so that's my opinion. That don't, that's not all the pseudo killers.
Okay.
Have the same opinion.
Okay. Fair enough.
Disclaimer that. There.
Fair enough. But the reptilians could have wrote that article. We don't know who wrote that article.
Who?
The reptilians.
The reptilians, the earth is hollow.
Yeah. The reptilians could have wrote that article. You don't know who wrote that article.
Who are the reptilians?
Man, don't listen.
But that's a whole nother subject, brother. You're trying to distract me right now.
No.
Okay, so can y'all see? Can y'all see this?
Now, what I was trying to get you to do was to make him play this video again for you and carefully watch him pull it up.
But the date is in the video.
Yeah, but okay. Watch the video.
Can y'all see this? I'm sharing screen.
No, we can't see it. We can't see your screen.
Hold on a
second.
second.
The date right there in the video. In the video, you saying somebody photoshopped that in the video?
Have you not seen the videos where they use the fake news reporters to report something?
So that's what that is?
I'm asking you a question. Have you not seen it? Hey, okay, watch the video when he played the video.
Hey, nigga tricked us.
No, he didn't trick us. He didn't trick us.
We dealing with a crazy guy.
Can y'all see?
Look, he didn't trick us.
So you see on the screen? What it say?
He didn't trick us. Okay, so nightly news. That's the thing. January 2nd. Okay, let's see if we can find it.
Oh, he cheated like that, yo. I do see that shit don't like no real news. Oh man. the hell is going on? Tricks of the trade.
Oh, he said he went to nightly news. So let's see.
Come on, yo. How we supposed to pick that up right there, nigga? Come on, yo. Like it's impossible, yo.
Hold
We get
on.
him now, though.
Let's see if he got something going on. Because usually when it's nightly news, but my whole thing is where the logo for the news company at?
Yeah, who is that? Oh, he faked this out with the crazy.
No, I ain't saying that he did it. He probably just got this video from somebody, right?
Well, hold on, but they not saying nothing wrong in the video. But the time, yeah, it's important what time it was, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to substantiate the nightly news. Cause look, nightly news is NBC. Now everybody looking at my screen, I got a whole nother thing up. Now look at this. This is the same background. We know who this is.
Freeze. What that say? See the back? All right. Okay. Yeah, it's the same background. Okay.
Right. Hold on. Same background, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So over here should be nightly news, right? We're gonna get nightly news. We should be. We got the logo and all of that.
All right, let's see.
No, what is it? What news station is that, bro?
All right. Let me go back over here. It's supposed to be this.
Oh, fuck me. He tricked us. See, we can't get all that.
Really? I'm not trying to dismiss it.
Cuss that nigga out in a minute when I get it.
Trying to dismiss it. Let's see if we can find the video. It's January 2nd. It's supposed to listen. It's supposed to be from this website.
I go. Oh man, go back. Okay, I see what's going on here.
Let's not dismiss it. It's supposed to be from nightly news. Okay?
Yo gave us the flightly news, not the nightly news.
Let's not call it flight just yet.
All right, let's see. All right.
Let's see if we can find it. What's today's date?
The date of 12. I don't know. Today is the 10th.
Okay, so we got to go back 8 days. Somewhere around there. I haven't seen that dude though on the nightly news. This on
yeah. Oh, that ain't even a guy.
It's a week ago, right?
That's a fake report. Who is the guy?
Hold on. Hold on.
Yo. Oh,
hold on. These 2 weeks, I didn't listen. Where's the listing of this video? What the title at? You said it say the date. It showed the date, but where the title of the video at?
Yeah, well, okay, what's the bottom of that video? We can't see it, Kim.
No. This video was sent to him, That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's fine.
Sent to him. But this dude right here, we ain't seen him over here in the nightly news.
Oh, man.
Look, we got nightly news again. But we talking about less than 8 days ago. That's a week. I'm 2 weeks into the video. Why I'm not seeing the report on the flu? Where the flu stuff at?
Oh man. Okay, what's the title of that video he did?
It ain't got no title, Ain't no title in the video. Look where he pressing play at. Something that he already had taped up. Look, he went to a direct. Listen, all right, watch this. Watch. Let it play.
This is nightly news.
Nightly news for
that's
what, January 2nd.
So what's the time period?
Yeah, that's Fox. That's the dude from Fox there.
No, what's the
Okay, now Core is under the impression that this is a dude from Fox, but he just said MSNBC.
Oh man.
But listen, we own a stuff right now, and it was 8 days ago. We should find it.
Go to Fox then.
Okay.
Nah, that's it. Yeah, go. Nah. We seen the same background. They ain't gonna use the same background.
Exactly. Fox ain't got it. Look at the background. Look at this brother right here.
Oh, man.
Look, December 28th. I should be seeing it right here. I should be seeing the video right here. This December 28th. This is a week ago.
Look. All right, so the date is important. I think in that video it talks about how I don't think the flu started yet.
Yeah, but my whole thing is
now you get that if the date is wrong, then they was only talking about the shit going on in the southern hemisphere. Do you get my point?
Yeah, because that's what the science says. The science
is talking about this, right? Oh man, that's what I read, man. I read the shit You
Look.
gave me one, but I read something before you sent the shit. So it was strictly talking about the southern hemisphere.
Hmm. Why I haven't found dude yet. January 1st. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Nah, this ain't the dude. This ain't the same dude. Look. That's January 1st.
Oh, they double imposed it, yo. He put a different guy on there.
That's
they
what I'm
really
trying
did
to tell
that?
you. Yeah, that's what the fake people do. You thought I was playing games?
Real?
I told you about the look. Here we go. January 2nd. Nightly news, January 2nd, yo. Let's see if we can find them in here. January 2nd. Let's see how long this is.
I sure as hell wasn't prepared for that. But I know what they were saying in the video was right though. But he put it out on the wrong time span. So then he fucked. So that's the game they tried to play. Really? They tried to.
Listen, I was out when I seen him put that video. Look, here you go. Hold on, this the dude. Here you go.
That's it.
Here you
See
go.
the date right there?
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's get it. And he skipped up to a timeline. So let's get it. All right, let's get him right here. Here you go. That's why I didn't want to dismiss him. All right, here we go. Nah, this is controversial vaccine control. He didn't say nothing about vaccine control. He said something. What his video say? Fighting the flu. Let's find him.
Yeah, yo, but they
There we go. Okay, so he came to this video.
Yeah.
And they played. All right, so we confirmed this video. All right, so he ain't in the river. He's still alive.
He is in the river, yo, because that's not what they was trying to use the video for.
Yeah, I'm just saying the video.
He's trying to use the video to say
we found his video.
Yeah, but he missed.
We found his video. Whoever sent it to him, we found the video.
Yeah, but play the video so we can hear what he's saying.
All right.
Date, bro. Don't play with me.
This is January 2nd, bro.
Oh, this year, right now, 21.
Nigga, January 2nd of 2021, bro.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear what he's saying.
Year we'd typically be reporting on skyrocketing flu cases, but now it's a much different story. One silver lining of the pandemic, an astonishing low number of people sick with colds and flu. Tonight, NBC senior medical correspondent Dr. John Torres explains.
Okay, wait. So senior medical John.
Yeah, we're with him. I'm with him. Go
senior
ahead.
medical. Hold on, let me mute out the
I like him. You good with that? Keep going. You good with that?
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me mute out the.
Yeah, we're gonna listen to him closely. But you did hear what the news reporter said, though. I want you to understand that.
Was a nightmare scenario.
Are you concerned about a twindemic?
And the start of flu season creates that double threat.
So the twindemic is the concern.
The twindemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, plus a severe flu season. When I visited Lehigh Valley Hospital in Pennsylvania 2 years ago, they had so many flu cases, patients were being treated in the parking lot. But today, how many flu cases are you guys treating there now?
We are seeing 0 cases of influenza.
Does that surprise you?
Oh, it's shocking, actually.
And those shockingly low numbers are countrywide, down 98%, a new historic low, according to the CDC. So why is there so little flu this year? First, it's just not traveling internationally. Every year, when winter starts in the southern hemisphere, influenza levels there soar. Then as the seasons change, the virus travels up to the northern hemisphere for our winter. But fewer people traveling means fewer people to carry it between regions.
Flu doesn't just float in the air and move through the airstreams from one country to another. It's people that move the flu.
It is people, and that's what we see with the coronavirus as well.
Second, our own actions are also helping.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, I keep playing it.
Okay.
No, keep playing. Keep playing.
Can you finish the video?
Can you play the whole thing? Because I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen exactly what you're playing already. Keep playing.
Can you finish playing the piece? Come on, man, with this shit.
The flu virus.
The masking and staying at home more, social
Right.
distancing that we're doing for the
Rewind it a
coronavirus.
little bit.
will
So we
all
can hear
help
what she's
influenza
saying.
as well.
Don't do us
And
like
third,
that, bro. We
The
see
other
this.
big thing is
We
that we
see
have a
you
vaccine
faking
for
this out,
influenza,
man. We
and
see
we're
it.
seeing record numbers of people choosing to take it.
In fact,
Man,
11
can you
million
go
more
back?
People that move the flu.
It is people, and that's what we see with the coronavirus as well.
Second, our own actions are also helping.
What's slowing the spread of the virus, the flu virus?
The masking and staying at home more, social distancing that we're doing for the coronavirus will
Squeeze
all
it
help with
right there,
influenza
bro.
as well.
Squeeze it right there, bro.
The other big thing is that we have a vaccine for influenza, and we're seeing record numbers of people choosing to take it.
In fact, 11 million more Americans have turned up for a flu shot this year. And it's not only flu on the decline. Other respiratory viruses have dropped too.
We see bronchiolitis RSV is down. We see the common cold rhinovirus is down.
For hospitals overwhelmed with COVID, low flu numbers are making a huge difference.
We certainly are at capacity like a lot of emergency departments around the country. But the bottom line is because there's no flu, the patients that need the ventilators, they need the ICU beds, we're really able to take care of those patients.
A silver lining, certainly, but with months of flu season to go, we could still see a surge.
You're not letting your guard down yet.
No, definitely not. Never. And anything could change.
One last thing. It's not too late to get your flu shot. Dr. John Torres, NBC News.
Still ahead. Mystery at sea. The baffling disappearance
Hey,
of
that
a
was a good video,
passengers on the way.
That was a great video. And so we're gonna
That was a
support
great
let me
video.
let me just say that the video was so damn great so two things, hold on, two things can be right at the same time. So we're gonna go with the 98% joint. That's not a problem. But let me finish. You gonna cut me off, yo?
See, we couldn't hear him on YouTube, but you could hear him in
No,
streaming.
that's not it. That's really
I'm glad we couldn't hear him, yo. He killed his whole shit because he was talking shit. And the blasphemy God came through to silence the liars.
You just
talking.
You're still wrong on the
Hold on. Let me get him. This is how we're gonna get him. So I said two things can be right at the same time.
He was right about the 98%.
But you right, okay, but you didn't tell us why. The why is the very thing you got to
Wait. So now you believe it's 98% now.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is I never believed that was you making a statement. I said, show me a source. So at any moment when you show me a credible source, I am subject to change my goddamn mind. I'm not listening to solar vision, non-expert. But when you introduce experts, then I'm going to listen to experts.
But
and that's the difference between thinking, hold on, pseudoisms and scientific literate people, that we can change our mind immediately based off of more available information. So what that video show was that although it's down 98%, that's down 98%.
You believe that now? You believe that now?
Let me finish. It's because of vaccines, social distancing, mask wearing, and people not fucking traveling. And that's a checkmate, bro.
Okay, wait. So now you believe that now you believe it's 98%. That's what you said.
No, they showed me the why. Experts.
Do you believe that it's 98% now? Wait. Do you believe that wait, do you believe that it's 98% now?
You just proved it. You just
You gotta qualify.
Okay. Wait. I told y'all that though. See, wait.
I'm not listening to you. I don't believe you.
I didn't tell you that. I said I literally told you. I literally told you that it's not me saying it. That's what they say. I told you that. But see, my face is. But this is the thing. My face is too black.
Don't move it.
My face is too black. My face is too black. It took the white man. It took the white man to come and now believe it. You're not pulling up no peer-reviewed articles now. You're not pulling them reptilian articles up now. You know what I'm saying? To try to disprove it. You're just taking it for face value now that you heard it on the goddamn mainstream cracking news. And that's the problem with you niggas. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with you niggas. Y'all just ate it right on up. The long dick of the media. It's mine fucking you. The long dick of the media.
Hey, Solomon, but did you see that diagram, that map that they
Yeah,
showed,
you see
right?
that bullshit ass map with the fucking little particles that's supposed to be the virus? See, what happens every winter is that this shit flies up there through the. Like, get the fuck out of here.
So let me
No, they
ask
didn't
you,
say it fly. They didn't say it fly.
Oh yeah, wait, look, you see that? Look, Corey was listening attentively to the shit. Break it down. What was they saying? Break it down. He's a good listener. Wait. He's a good listener for the white. Like when it comes to the white, he's a good listener. He's a good listener. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It was your listen, Solomon. It was your source, so I wanted to actually hear what you were saying. You know what I mean? But you have to qualify that. What Unk's paper was saying is still relevant. What the paper Unk saying. When they did that data, the flu season hadn't even had the real numbers on it because the season hadn't even kicked in yet. Now, if they do those numbers like right now, I think those numbers will be different.
That was a week ago, bro. It was a week ago. It was a week ago.
Oh, that was a week ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's down 98%, but that don't mean there still ain't a lot of cases. For one,
that's exactly what that means, bro.
No, it don't.
No, it don't mean there still ain't a lot of cases.
All right, so check it out. We got a new source, okay? All right, the new source says, claim, new data shows flu cases are down 98%.
I told them
around the globe. Hold on, that's the claim.
Okay.
But the fact is social media posts making this claim or providing incomplete information, relying solely on data from countries in the southern hemisphere like New Zealand and Australia.
I read that already.
But the dude was in the United States that made the statement that it was.
You got to reiterate it, but he was talking about the global.
He said no. In that video, he said in the United States it's down 98%.
Yeah, but then he gave the reasons. You know what I mean, for the low, talking about our social distancing, the travel restrictions, all of that, the weighing and 70 million people have taken the flu vaccine already because they was told that it would give help against the coronavirus. So all of those things in conjunction working together is a reason. Plus the people not moving as much around from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere doing all of that is playing into why the numbers as well.
That juice must be sweet as hell you drinking, bro. That's some sweet ass. It gotta be some sweet ass juice you drinking, bro. So they can just tell you anything. It's like they tell you anything.
So who do you listen to?
Nah, I listen to myself, bro. I
don't trust
nobody.
Information. You taking that information. This is not your information.
No. I'm gonna be honest. I listen to Minister Inky. That's who I listen to.
Okay. So when you talk
that's my expert.
Hold on.
That's my
expert. About reptilians and hollow earth. You're not listening to yourself.
Oh no! You
didn't come up with those things.
Yeah, that's through my studies. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. Right.
So you believe your sources, but you
wait a minute, you lied. The video
No. You just no. This is why I'm saying that. Wait.
Whoa.
The reason why I'm saying this, you just said yourself.
The video was not from last week. You just lied, bro. I'm not gonna let you do that. We fact checking on the fly. That video that you just showed was not from last week. You lied.
No, that's
a different conversation.
What are you talking about?
When was it up? Kill him. Go ahead, kill him on it.
Figure it out.
Hold on.
He
don't know because I can kill it right now because I'll just play it from the beginning where it gives the date.
Okay, go ahead.
You find the date, bro.
No. At the beginning of the show, they should always say the date anyway. So it's from last week. I went live last week and showed it. It's saying January 2nd right there in parentheses of nightly news right here on a damn joint.
Yeah. So like
hold on, wait. Let me end it right now. Before you're pulling up, you're pulling up your goddamn.
Like you don't fuck with vaccines, and then more people take vaccines.
God damn, your reptilian sources.
And you acting like that ain't what that man just said. We ain't gonna play that game.
Your reptilian sources is not working for you tonight, brother.
I can't let you get away with nothing, dog.
brother, your reptilian sources is not working for you.
I cannot let you get away with nothing, bro. You ain't gonna show me a video.
Look, y'all see the screen sharing, right?
Down the rate of flu.
Do y'all see the screen sharing?
So what is your reason for why
do y'all see
around, bro?
Do y'all see the screen?
Jimmy, what is your reason
brother,
for the flu being lower, bro?
Wait. We're gonna handle that in a second. Okay. Do y'all see the screen sharing?
We ain't moving off this. We ain't moving.
Do y'all see the screen sharing?
No, I do not see it. What is you? I want to see it.
Hold on a second. Let me pull this screen up. You know what I'm saying?
You want to say something?
Nah, that shit funny as a motherfucker because I think you shot me in the video. You said it was the wrong date. Well, but that's still okay. So he gonna correct it, and we're gonna say it was the date. And then I got you the right question.
Because somebody else said they seen something about 2020 on the video, but that just could have been the video that was playing in the background. You got to remember when they're doing the research, this is like some stuff they already had to put together because he went straight to a video. The anchor.
But that's still fine though, because we just trying to get it right, so that's fine. But the truth is, I had to figure out what's the right question to ask them, and y'all will see that I figured it out. Nigga, why are you showing the video to prove what's your reason behind the 98%? And see, that's where you kill them at. Because if your reason don't match it with the video, then you cannot take scientific data and then apply your own damn reason to it. That's called pseudoisms right there. With a pseudo, use scientific data and then use their own motherfucking reason behind something that a scientist did and came up with some different shit. So you got to use the same results that the person in the lab has used. Okay, so the data clearly shows that 70 million people took the goddamn flu vaccine. Okay, and then social distancing. We're not traveling. We're not moving the virus from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere. We're not doing that. And you can't leave that out because that is the reason why they came up with the 98%. So that's okay. So what I was really doing was I was just working till I figured out the right question to ask them. That's all. It just take a minute. Shit ain't instant. It just take a minute, and then we get to it. But keep playing it, yo. I like that. Keep playing.
Look. Do y'all see it?
I can see it.
All right. So look.
January 2nd.
Look. What that say in the background right there?
January 2nd what?
2021, nigga.
I said, okay. So what's your point?
Wait. The point is, no. You're not gonna ease your way out of that. Wait.
Okay.
You just said, the reason why this got brought back up, because you brought it back up, and you tried to say that it wasn't January 2nd. You just was saying that, bro. We were talking about something totally different. We were talking about something totally different, and you came into the conversation.
Hold on, man. Stop.
That's my reason.
Now I'm taking off the fucking gloves. Nigga, what's the fucking reason you saying that the flu rate is down? Nigga, give us your reason and your motherfucking source. Because that's how I gotta play it now. Because that's what you doing.
I like that. The reason why the flu is down is because it's the goddamn coronavirus, you crazy motherfucker. It's the coronavirus, bro. That's why it's down, bro.
Please, give me a source. Because the source you just showed went against you. So you're using sources that went completely against what you just said. Thank you, bro. You out of here.
No, that's what you call code breaking.
No, that's what you call
I point out the fallacy. There's no way that you're gonna tell me that every year, wait, bro. If this was anything else,
that the flu is down 98% because people have taken
if this was anything else,
do you know you just said that? And social distancing and mask wearing, which actually proves that all this shit is working, bro. And you're gonna try to use that? Get out of here, bro. We ain't fine.
Your source that you brought.
Wait. This is wait. Let me say. Wait, no. See, this is how, like, y'all so robotic with y'all thinking. Y'all think like the goddamn. Wait. Hold on.
I can't let you.
Hold on a second. Y'all think so robotically that I don't have to listen to everything that they say. Why do I have to listen to everything that they say? Like, who made that ruler? Uncle Cat? Who made that ruler? I ain't gotta listen to everything that they. But I don't believe none of that shit. I don't even believe the 98% is down. I don't believe none of that shit. I was just telling you that as that should be. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me finish. Because you asked me a question, and now I'm going to answer it. Brother. See, brother, look. So you're going to sit up there and try to tell me that that's not a red flag? That's not a red flag for you, bro? You're just going to eat up whatever they tell you? Knowing after you just told me that, well, they twist the media for political purposes. Like knowing that, you're going to just eat up everything that they say. Ironically, 98% of people is not getting the flu this season at the height of the COVID vaccination. Never happened before. Never happened. Shit, we had hand sanitizer. The fuck is what are you talking about? 98% is down 98%. That's damn near 100%. What are you talking about? That's not a red flag, Uncle Cat.
Let me talk. Can I talk?
Go ahead, brother.
What we're not going to do is we're not going to take the number 98%. Then you show a source that says 98%. Then the source tells you why it's down. They give you the scientific reasons on why it's down. And then don't use none of that shit that support the number and then make up your own shit. I ain't doing that. I look crazy to you. Why would I allow you to bring a number and then don't support your number with a source? The only source you support your number is vaccines. Everybody, more people are taking the vaccine. Social distancing, not traveling. The flu travels with people. Masks, countries being shut down. Dude, you bugging with that. How am I let you do that? That's that Minister Inky egotistical nonsense, right? That's crazy.
Wait. Because we thinking for ourselves, that's you gonna make
No, you're not thinking for yourself because you didn't know about, watch this, you didn't know about the 98% number because science told you about the 98% number. It not only told you about the 98% number, it told you why the number was at 98%. Science, not Minister Inky, bro. You cannot cherry pick you that. That's disingenuous on Mr. Inky behalf, and that's that bullshit we fight against right now.
All right, brother.
Number from science, and then they go listen to the rest of science. They came up with the number at 98%. With that, I'm done on that. I'm done. Yeah, I'm clear with that.
Nigga, I don't believe the 98%, nigga. You talking about?
So now you putting up shit and fighting for shit.
No, I was just pointing that out. That's what they say.
But you can't, you're a smart guy. You cannot point out a conclusion, then use some shit from a nigga who's a fucking witch doctor. Come on, dude.
Now we got Inky in. Be careful. Inky is in the chat room.
He is a witch doctor.
I will let him on, brother. And you know you can't
let a witch doctor on. Matter of fact,
he said his name is Minister Inky. He's a minister and not a virologist.
Right.
So how can he speak on?
I forgot he wasn't on Channel 10. Yeah, you're right. Y'all got him. He wasn't on Channel 10. He ain't the white man with the gray slices through his hair with the white jacket on, I guess. Okay. He's too black to know. He's too black to know. He's too black to know, brother. He's too dark skinned to know. Yeah,
you cannot say that Lamar Jackson rushed for 150 yards.
He's too dark skinned to know.
We got from a Nintendo game some motherfucking way, dog. You can't do that. Either he was in a playoff game and rushed for about 125 yards, or he didn't. You can't use the stats of 125 and put him on Mars some motherfucking way of doing it. It's ridiculous, yo. That's that witch doctor shit. Come on, man.
He's too black to know. Yeah, that nigga got to be on. That nigga got to be on channel NBC. He got to be on ABC and light skin. Okay, cool.
Nah, he just got to be
on. Okay. That's impossible for that man to be light skinned and be on channel 10 News. But okay, so we're gonna move on to the what's that thing y'all called the Bell's palsy?
No. What I want to do is hold on.
Hey, Shawn.
No.
Yeah. Pause it.
So from 1920, from April 4th. All right, let's go from.
What on?
Yeah, so I just want to make everybody so they know what went on. Right there was a the doctors and experts weighed in on how they arrived at the 98% and how the numbers of the flu, why flu cases were down. Okay. And the reasons they gave. Okay. So that's how they came up with that number. So you can't make up your own reason, because if you say it was 98% and you have a different reason for the 98%, then you would have to give the actual data that you was using to arrive at that. You can't use their number and then don't use the information that allowed them to arrive at that number. That makes sense, Shawn?
Yeah.
Right. And that's what these niggas was doing. And what we need to do is we need to find him playing that video on his show and then play it again and the reason why he gave it back on that show. So people don't, the community don't understand that. They don't understand that you gotta go with the information that allowed them to see that number. They're not making a number up out of nowhere. So they have data, and the way they was doing it to get to that, to arrive at that number. You can't arrive at that number a different way. That's not scientific. We need to see what was your approach and how did you reach that 98%, which is the same number that they came up with a bunch of data. So I just want to make that clear, yo. Yeah. And it's 11 o'clock. I'm done.
All right. I'll catch you later.
Huh?
I said I'll catch you later.
All right, yo, you ready to keep rocking? I'm tuned in.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock out for about a little bit more. I'm gonna skin him up to when Stinky come on.
Oh yeah, I want to see that part. Get up there. Don't leave out me cussing him out. Don't leave it out.
Let me see, cause I think he called in first.
Okay. It's Marvin Soul. Like everybody, I got like Mark, Marvin, Melvin. Like y'all can call me Marvin the Martian for all I care. I didn't get so
That's the dude. That's the dude that was on your show before, right? Marvin, right?
No, that nigga was never on our show. We just beat that nigga up unmercifully.
Yeah,
he's stupid. He don't even know what a damn theory is. Trying to be like he sound. Nigga, go back to your office job with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's 200. That nigga said it's 200 coronaviruses, yo.
Yeah, I don't nah.
It's only 7, yo. You know that, yo.
Mm-hmm. Let me that many. He made that up.
Is he talking about variants, yo?
I don't know what he's talking about. He wasn't clear.
Had that suit on though, look like Marvin in the seven dwarfs or somebody.
Yeah, I think I got it right here.
Go ahead.
No. Hold on. I'm asking, are you done? I'm asking, are you done? My son's sitting right beside me.
You want me to play that? You want me to go back a little bit?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the Inky, yeah.
Nah, George calling us bitches right here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
My son's sitting right beside me. He's calling people bitches. Hold on. I didn't call you out your name. I'm asking you because I'm trying to
The motherfucker who's abusing, y'all trying to find out who got the bigger dick. Y'all trying to run up a nigga.
Hey guys, let me address. One more time. Let me address. All right. Hold on, guys.
Yeah. He better jump the fuck off. Because he know if I seen his ass in New York outside, I'm going to punch him in his face.
No. Chill, George.
George older than me. Ain't punching him.
Keep it respectful. Hold on, George. George, I gotta mute you, brother. All right, let's keep the conversation respectful. Let's not get personal with the conversation. Let's not try to one up each other. Just, I mean, if you got some information you want to present on the topic.
They're trying to get my youngin', man. I don't like that shit. He's a good young guy, man. He do all positive shit. These niggas trying to do to him what they did to young Pharaoh and all them other youngers. He's a young brother, man, with a lot of information, and them niggas ain't gonna disrespect my young boy. Fuck them niggas.
All right. So
We're gonna let everybody back on. We're gonna let everybody back on.
I'm tired of that shit, man. Just build. Why they just can't build?
All right, George. We got you, bro. We got you, bro.
Stop trying to belittle them. Keep it respectable, man. That's all.
All right, we got you, bro. We got you. All right, Inky, you want something to say before we let them back on?
Yeah, all right. So I will ask a real legitimate question for people that are pro-vaccine, and I will give everybody that is interested in the vaccines or not, you know, just the entire conversation, a good point of research because, you know, it is getting crazy. So what I would ask anybody that's pro-vaccine is I would ask them, have these vaccines been
Hold on a second. Wait, chill. Damn. Fuck, niggas, y'all chill out, bro. Goddamn. All right, go ahead, girl. What you was saying, Inky?
Let's just chill, man. Let's just breathe. We can move forward.
And when I say have they been tested,
your brother can't ask a
I would
question.
like to ask the panel, the people on the panel.
Hold on, Minister Inky.
He didn't want to answer the question.
Hold on a
think
second.
the young brother is man.
Hold on. Let Minister Inky act. No. We're gonna move forward. We're not gonna rehash what just happened because that's ignorant nigga shit. All right, so Inky, you got a question? Go ahead, brother.
Right. So the question is, has the vaccines been tested? Now, the sub question after that first question is, what is the difference between an EUA and a BLA? Okay, so the question is, has the vaccines been tested? And the sub question is, what's the difference between an EUA and a BLA? And go.
Can you share with us what an EUA is and a BLA for the learning audience here?
No, he was asking you, did you know that?
I'm a layman. I'm not a virologist.
Okay.
I'm asking Corey, has the vaccines been tested? And what is the difference between an EUA and a BLA?
He said he don't know. He said he don't know the difference.
Wow. Okay. So I'm sure Unc right now is Googling that. What that is EUA is called the emergency
hold on, can I ask a question?
Emergency use.
I gotta pause it right there. I gotta go back a little bit because the way he interjected it into the conversation was that he was asking us a dumb question like we already haven't talked about these things before.
Yeah.
He asked us, do we know the difference between an EUA and a BLA? And then he asked us, have the vaccines been tested?
Yep. That's crazy. Because they don't even get to emergency use not unless they've been tested.
Correct.
Fucking asshole.
Let me continue.
And then I wasn't even on that motherfucker because they had this in a thing, remember?
Yeah, they all off and then he brought you back mid-question.
Right, talking about I'm Googling. Bitch, fuck you. Googling nothing. Tripping.
Authorization. That's what they use to push a vaccine through when they don't have time to test it. A BLA is what they actually apply for when they spend 3 to 5 years testing. So when we look at the vaccines that have been 3 to 5 years testing, you still have a...
Stop lying.
Yeah, let me clear them up.
Clear them up.
The EUA is for emergency use.
Period.
For emergency use, period. The BLA is after it's past this threshold and they can go for further access to make it available for everybody, make it on the vaccine list.
Right. So the emergency list ain't got nothing to do with how many years you tested the motherfucker. Do it.
No. The EUA has nothing to do with how long you tested. None of that.
Right. Lying. See how they lying and cheating?
The test is done before the EUA.
Facts. Of course. Like, why would you just let frontline workers, Army, Air Force, Marine take some shit that might potentially kill them?
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb. Then you kill all your workers that's handling the sick. Come on, bro.
Yeah. So let's continue because watch what he's doing.
Certain amount of collateral damage. So now that we're dealing with a vaccine that hasn't been tested, I just want to hear the strong points, and I want to understand why we would be listening to people tell us yay or nay about vaccines that don't even know what an EUA or BLA is.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Is it on me or what?
Yeah, it's on Corey.
So what is he asking about the biologics license application? They went and got an emergency. They didn't apply for that. They applied for emergency use, so they wouldn't apply for a BLA. So why would that even be relevant in this case?
So what he was saying was,
this is a pandemic that we in.
Well, that's what he was saying. If they applied for the emergency, that mean it wasn't tested.
No, that's not what that is, though. That's a lie.
And then freeze that. Freeze that. So see the other nigga, one of the three stooges jumps in with the ridiculous shit. The one that claimed he bought stock in Pfizer. The one that claims he actually read the test results. What did he say he read, Shawn?
Yeah, he said he read the vaccine trial, the trial results.
The trials, right. But yet, in the trials, they claim they skipped it. This nigga don't know what he talking about, yo. Go ahead.
And if he had any integrity and any concern for the black community, he wouldn't have never got on here and said that.
He actually asked it as a question. He didn't actually answer it.
What was the question? I didn't answer. Did I not answer the question?
And he only asked. He asked two things. He said, "What's the difference between the EUA and the BLA?" And
so he got one is an emergency use and one is a biological license, right? So they went for the emergency use. Now what he's saying is because they got emergency use license, that means the vaccine hasn't been tested. And what I am saying is I'm saying that's a goddamn lie.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Let me say this too, because I'm not positive if he did say that. It does mean that it has not been tested. I think.
Well, that's what the brother just told me that he said.
I'm the one that said that.
Hold on. So let's go back. Let's go back to Inky. Let's go back to Inky. Let's hear what Inky say.
Respectful. Let's not get personal with the conversation. Let's not try to one up each other. Just I mean, if you got some information you want to present on the topic.
Get to my youngin, man. I don't like that shit. He's a good young guy, man. He do all positive shit. These niggas trying to do to him what they did to young Pharaoh and all them other youngers. He's a young brother, man, with a lot of information.
Freeze that for a minute, Shawn, please.
All right.
Freeze that, Shawn.
Yeah.
There's no age restriction on getting your ass whipped in the arena of academia and scholarship and having conversations. Just because you young don't mean you get to say any motherfucking thing. Let's get that straight. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. We're not fighting. We're not boxing. We're not shooting each other. We're having conversations and debates. So no matter what age you are, you're not allowed to come in unsourced up and make up anything. That's a red herring right there you just brought up. What we supposed to say? Ain't that cute what Pharaoh just said? That he ain't got to eat no food. He a breatharian. Ain't that cute? Really? Nah, dog. If my 12-year-old son jump on this joint talking crazy, yo, he gets slayed up. If you 8 years old talking like you got some knowledge all quick and fast and you wrong, you get slayed up. If you 85 years old, coming here talking crazy, you get beat up because we're not fighting. It has nothing to do with how strong you are, how fast you are, how quick you are. It has all to do with your ability to obtain and understand information. I just wanted to put that out there. Giving nobody no pass on information and conversation. That's ridiculous. My youngin'. You're young and dead ass wrong. Don't know the definition of a daggone quote unquote theory. Trying to have an intelligent conversation because he learned some terms, but don't understand what a scientific theory is. That's the litmus test, Shawn. You know it, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right, so we're gonna let everybody back on.
I'm tired of that shit, man. Just build. Why they just can't build?
All right, George. We got you, bro.
Stop trying to belittle him. You keep it respectable, man. That's all.
All right, we got you, bro. We got you.
Yeah, you know he called everybody bitches name trying to stand back on the shit he said.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
You ready? All right, here you go.
So I will ask a real legitimate question for people that are pro-vaccine, and I will give everybody that is interested in the vaccines or not, you know, just the entire conversation, a good point of research because, you know, it is getting crazy. So what I would ask anybody that's pro-vaccine is I would ask them, have these vaccines been
Hold on a second. Wait, chill.
Put me out that motherfucker.
Y'all chill out, bro. Goddamn.
Quick.
All right, go ahead. Go. What you were saying, Inky?
Let's just chill, man. Let's just breathe.
We
can move forward.
Why?
And when I say have they been tested, I would like to ask the panel, the people on the panel.
Hold on, Minister Inky.
He didn't want to answer the question. I think the young brother is
mad. Hold on. Let Minister Inky act. No, we're gonna move forward. We're not gonna rehash what just happened because that's ignorant nigga shit. All right, so Inky, you got a question? Go ahead, brother.
Right. So the question is, has the vaccines been tested? Now, the sub question after that first question is, what is the difference between an EUA and a BLA? Okay, so the question is, has the vaccines been tested? And the sub question is, what's the difference between an EUA and a BLA?
All right. So in his words, Inky did ask, has the vaccine been tested?
Yes.
So for clarity, he asked, has the vaccine been tested? And then he asked about the EUA and the BLA. So he already miscombobulated the whole argument and sent us to Pseudoville. Has the vaccine been tested?
So Shawn,
Yeah.
so the fact that he brought up the reason that a person didn't know a nomenclature, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know the nomenclature, then you shouldn't be in a vaccine conversation. Did he not say that?
That's what he said.
But the truth is, if you don't know that the only way you can get emergency use on any motherfucking vaccine is for us to go through the proper methodology. Am I correct, Shawn?
Correct.
It has to go through every step of the trials. Am I correct, Shawn?
Yes, it does.
Before it can even be considered
to get the EUA.
Thank you. So I just want to make sure we got this here. So you see the tricks of the trade of the pseudo? You see? So for him, the pseudo is far more important to know nomenclatures because it sounds better. The XYWZ, TIW, what's that, Unc? The WYT, 6 Dragonfly 2. What is that? What is that, Unc? So for the pseudo, it's always about complicating the subject. It's always about sounding extra smarter than you have to be. That's what pseudos do. They focus and they concentrate on that. They don't focus and concentrate on, is what I'm saying correct? We got him right there. This nigga think you can get, he think that emergency use mean that you can skip steps. Obviously, you can skip the steps and it ain't got to go through the rigors of science. And since it's for emergency use, we're going to let you try that shit and die. That's what he think. That's funny as shit, ain't it, Shawn?
Yep.
And then a young boy came on there, which I don't know if he's young, I don't know what he is, nigga. He come on that motherfucker and he fucks it all up, acting like he ain't hear what we just heard.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
And go.
Can you share with us what an EUA is and a BLA for the learning audience here?
No, he was asking you, did you know that?
I'm a layman. I'm not a virologist.
Okay. I'm asking Corey, has the vaccines been tested? And what is the difference between an EUA and a BLA?
He said he don't know. He said he don't know the difference.
Wow. Okay. So I'm sure Unc right now is Googling that. What that is EUA is called an emergency emergency use authorization. That's what they use to push a vaccine through when they don't have time to test it. A BLA is what they actually apply for when they spend 3 to 5 years testing. So when we look at the vaccines that have went through the 3 to 5 years testing, you still have a certain amount of collateral damage. So now that we're dealing with a vaccine that hasn't been tested, I just want to hear the strong points, and I want to understand why we would be listening to people tell us yay or nay about vaccines that don't even know what an EUA or BLA is.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Is it on me or what?
Yeah, it's on Corey.
So what is he asking about the biologics license application? They went got an emergency. They didn't apply for that. They applied for emergency use, so they wouldn't apply for a BLA. So why would that even be relevant in this case?
So what he was saying was
this is the pandemic that we in.
Well, that's what he was saying. If they applied for the emergency, that mean it wasn't tested.
No, that's not what that is, though. That's a lie. That's a straight out, flat out lie. And if he had any integrity and any concern for the black community, he wouldn't have never got on here and said that.
He actually asked it as a question. He didn't actually answer it.
What was the question? I didn't answer. Did I not answer the question?
59,000.
Oh, my bad.
56,000.
So Corey answered the question.
Yes, and the guy was actually, and Minister Stinky Inky was actually, he was asking a question in a way where as though he felt like he knew the answer. We know that the way he said it. He was trying to prove that the shit wasn't tested, yo.
All right, I'm gonna skip up a little bit, and I'm gonna get Inky on the panel, and then I'm gonna give it a go.
That's
what
it is.
I got you. So okay, so cool. But all I'm saying is the fact that there is an EUA approval, which has certain guidelines that don't hold up under BLA guidelines because BLA is the high standard. The question now becomes important.
End of the day, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
We got Inky. We got Dr. Inky in the building.
You got to stop it right there, Shawn.
You gotta have a PhD in order to be called a goddamn doctor.
Nah, man.
All right,
Shawn, you see what you just did, right?
Yeah. The slim slam.
Huh?
You said who did? Inky?
No, the young nigga. You see what he just did?
Yeah, and he dipped.
You see what he just messed up though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna play it again for the audience.
He don't understand the information.
No.
That's what it is. You educate me. I'm educating you on shit you don't know. So if I don't know something, I'm not gonna say, oh, it don't. You
didn't
wrong
say nothing that he
because you
didn't
don't
know.
know every single thing about it.
You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything I didn't know. I'm just gonna let you know that.
I'm not. Look, bro. So you know everything, then, right? That's what you're saying.
No, he just said that you didn't say nothing that he didn't know. That don't mean that you know everything. You just didn't say anything that he didn't know.
Okay, that's fine. I'm saying if I did say something that he didn't know, because I'm sure he don't know everything, because I don't know everything. Right? Okay. If I did say something, I just explained it to him. I wouldn't say you wrong because you didn't know every fucking thing about the you didn't know all these initials and shit. Like I said, I'm not a fucking biologist. And the goddamn Mr. Inky with them fake ass gold teeth sticking out his goddamn face. He ain't a goddamn doctor either. So how the fuck do he know what an ELA unless he listened to what the fuck a white boy said? So he done read something a white boy wrote down, and then he tried to spew it back to me. And he misinterpreted. And he misinterpreted. Whatever he's trying to say is wrong. Because it don't matter whether I know what an ELA or a BLA is, whether the shit got tested or not.
Yeah, because it seemed like you were a little aggy when the brother started talking. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, let me just say what I'm gonna say, and then y'all do what y'all want. For me, I know the difference between a EUA and a BLA, and I understand how you put it. Because of the type of pandemic circumstance, the EUA applies to this, but not the BLA. I'm saying it's an important question because at the end of the day, BLA exists for a reason. That's the reason it's important. There's a difference between EUA and BLA for a reason.
I see you, brother.
That's when it exists.
I got you.
So you got okay, so cool. But all I'm saying is the fact that there is an EUA approval, which has certain guidelines that don't hold up under BLA guidelines because BLA is the high standard, the question now becomes important.
End of the day, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
We got Inky. We got Dr. Inky in.
All right. So yeah, he doesn't understand the data at all. Because if he's under the impression that why is it not a BLA, you're not going to have a BLA in the middle of a pandemic when they had to put out the EUA. The EUA always comes before the BLA. If let's say, for instance, they were preparing for create this vaccine next year next year, then you would see it go into a BLA status because the EAU wouldn't be recommended. It wouldn't be recommended. So he is all over the place, but let's get to the fun part. You got something to say, huh?
No, go ahead. That's the point, though. These niggas is ignorant, yo.
Yeah. All right.
In the building.
You gotta have a PhD in order to be called a goddamn doctor.
Nah, man. The community is already gave this brother his PhD.
You got some dude that's a goddamn clown on the goddamn line, man. Cut that bullshit out. Give a fuck about the black community when you spewing straight bullshit about a vaccine that's gonna save our lives, and you selling bottles of bullshit that it ain't even got no writing on the goddamn bottle. Tell me what the fuck
Talk about, man, the vaccine gonna save our lives.
Yo, that nigga really believe it.
Yo. I think this is when you called me on the cell phone. Because I missed all of this right here. He just told this dude, you selling shit that ain't got nothing on the bottle.
Yeah. We gotta clip that up.
Yeah, somebody gotta go in there and clip that up, dog. Somebody. It's where you at, bro. You gotta clip that.
You got
that white man, yo. That nigga believe in that white man, bro. God damn, we love that white man.
With y'all spitting.
You didn't mean that, bro.
Yeah, he gonna save our lives. God damn. That white man had his foot on our neck for 400 years. He said that he gonna turn around and say that the vaccine's gonna save our lives. That white man had his foot on our neck for 400 years.
Doing the hard work. Not this clown nigga not this clown nigga that's calling himself he goes from a minister to a doctor every other 2 seconds. What is you, nigga? Is you a minister or is you a doctor? No, you a witch doctor. That's what one day they a minister.
Hey, bro.
That's what the fuck a witch doctor.
Well, that's where the doctors come from.
We're gonna let him speak his piece, though. We're gonna let him speak his piece. He had something that he wanted to share to the conversation, so I'm gonna go ahead and share a screen and let the brother present his information, and then y'all respond to it. That's all. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that's what they used to do back in the Stone Age.
Bro. I muted you for a reason, bro. I muted you for a reason, brother. Let the brother present his information, and then you just respond. Go ahead, Mr.
All right, so here.
Hey, before he get into this, watch him play with this screen, yo, and watch what Unc say.
We go with a.
Wait, hold on. So hold on. Yo, before you let this idiot in here, yo. So you saying you gonna let this nigga come in, show I'm doing with an already ready presentation?
What are you talking about? He just want to present the article real quick.
Man, this nigga's a misrep. We want to know the name of the shit he reading from, all that shit.
Why y'all don't want him presenting nothing though?
Hold on, Lamont, check this out.
No.
You mean to tell me you're gonna let this nigga present scientific information?
75 take your ex-dope fiend ass nigga with tracks in your arm.
Your mother, nigga.
Damn,
your
y'all.
mother, nigga.
Hold on, wait. Why can't y'all just let this shit go, bro? Like, goddamn. Like, yo, let him. He gonna. All right, Inky, make sure you and all that shit.
Your mother, nigga, got tracks in her arms.
Show the article, bro. I mean, this ain't for y'all beef. It's motherfuckers watching, bro. So they want to be edified, bro. Come on, man.
See? What's happening is people don't want you to know the truth.
Nah, just get off it, bro. We're going to stick straight to the information right now, Inky. I beat you up like this.
I just no personal shots. Just present the information, Inky. Go ahead.
No. You're not going to control me. Okay, he going to
kidding me, man. You kidding me, Solomon. You joking me,
y'all niggas is crazy as hell. Y'all can't do shit for nothing, bro.
Where did this nigga come from, man? Where'd you get this nigga from?
Yo. Just let him present what he got to present, bro.
Yo, end of the day, people could read.
Was your teacher, or you were just playing?
Hey, come on, bro. Seriously, I want to have to get you off.
Okay, you know people reading what's on the screen. You know people are actually reading the screen while these niggas talking bullshit. So people can actually discern who's trying to hide the truth from people and who's trying to give them the truth.
All right, just for clear. Can't nobody read this shit that's been on the screen. Look at the screen, y'all. I'm gonna blow it up. Tell me if y'all can read that.
Hell no.
All right, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Give them the truth, Ink.
If we look at the difference between the EUA and the BLA, you'll see why this is relevant and why you two guys are irrelevant because you don't know any of this. It says here, FDA.
What's the publication?
Know we in the middle of a pandemic, right? While you
FDA will set a high bar for issuing an emergency use authorization for COVID-19 vaccines and will present any EUA request to an advisory committee before deciding on the application. Senior agency officials said Thursday. If we are going to do an emergency use authorization, it's really going to be like an emergency use authorization plus. Peter Marks, director of FDA Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research, said at a webinar convened by the Duke Margolis Center for Health Policy. On the continuum between EUA and the BLA is going to be closer to the BLA, he said. The legal threshold for FDA to grant an EUA is that a product may be effective and its benefit outweigh known and potential risks, while a BLA can only be approved if the FDA determines there's substantial evidence of safety and effectiveness from adequate and well-controlled trials. Now, let me read that paragraph again for the niggas who can't read in the back. Legal threshold for FDA to grant an EUA is that the product may be effective and its benefits outweigh known and potential risks. Now, there's a comma because they're going to differentiate between that process and what the process is for a normal vaccine when they have to get a BLA. While a BLA can only be approved if the FDA determines there is substantial evidence of safety and effectiveness from adequate and well-controlled trial. So what they're demonstrating here, just for the people who cannot get context from reading a paragraph, is that the EUA is passed in emergency situations without full testing because they have quote unquote discovered some benefit that might out.
All right. So he adding on to it, right? At this point, he adding on to the actual article because it don't say full testing anywhere in anything that he read.
Man, come on, yo. Why would they not? Why would they let niggas? Why would they put a vaccine on the market, nigga? That come on, dude. Like you was sitting there, bro. I remember you was waiting patiently for the FDA to actually get the paperwork from the vaccine company. You told everybody to hold on. We waiting for the data. Remember that, Shawn?
Yep.
Okay, so what kind of data was they fucking waiting for? Okay, first of all, when they said they finished the trials, bro, they finished the trials. Okay, then they was waiting on the paperwork that confirmed their findings in the trials. That's the purpose of a vaccine. What's the purpose of a vaccine trial, Shawn?
To get the efficacy and how will it act in the population. We needed accurate testing. We needed to know if this thing can fight this virus, prevent infection, the spread of infection.
What's the purpose of testing it in a daggone test tube first, yo?
Efficacy, man.
What's the purpose of testing it in motherfucking mice before non-human primates, Shawn? Why do they test mice first before non-human primates, Shawn?
Efficacy. They want to see how it's going to react.
But why not just dive straight to a primate?
Hey, man, they got their way. Science rules.
Because mice, you know, they reproduce faster.
Yep.
And they disposable. They disposable. Literally. Okay, these motherfuckers have babies. Weeks. Primates, you know, take longer to have babies. They primates. Okay. Yeah. All right. And so, you know what I'm saying? Before they don't straight like to give them nothing. They tested in smaller animals first. and then they move up to the human primates. What is a chimpanzee? A chimpanzee is a model species. What is meant by a model species? A model species is something they will test to see what happens to it, to understand phenomenon, to understand what the vaccine does in them. Because if they can understand what a vaccine does in non-human primates, then they can get close to understand what happens in humans. So they go through that first. If it don't dead the motherfucking human primates, then they feel as though it's safe enough to put it in humans. And then that's when they have the human trials. But before the human can take it, it's got to be close to safe. Now they're trying to confirm their findings in humans, bro. So by the time it get to humans, they know it's safe enough to give it to humans. Am I just tripping or not, yo? Tell me I'm wrong, Shawn.
You ain't wrong.
Right. So what are they talking about, bro?
I don't know. They just making it up. He
Right.
added it.
Come on, dude. So now you want to talk about that Africa's been proven and proven in humans? 40,000 of them, dog.
Yeah.
All the steps.
Hold
So
up.
you don't know they ran the same steps
Hold
together?
up.
You ain't know that? They didn't know that, bro?
Yeah, but you make it realistic. Pfizer had 30-something thousand. Moderna had like what, 40? Well, I might have it backwards.
Yeah, Pfizer had 40.
There was over 70,000 people a part of the vaccine trials. Total between the two, Moderna and Pfizer, over 78,000, I think, between Moderna and Pfizer. So in a population of 78,000, it was their vaccines were 95% efficacy over the placebo. Remember, in this article, it tells you in this article, and he didn't read it, Unc. If you go down and you barely can see it, it's on the screen. If you go down to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraph where it begins with they, you know.
He didn't read that. You proved that he didn't even read the first paragraph. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you pull it up and show what he did, how they played the game?
All right, hold up. Let me get my grab the source. Where I'm at, BioCenter. Told y'all it's in the description. So here you go, right here. It says they indicated that an EAU would only be granted if a trial demonstrates efficacy, which FDA has defined as a 50% improvement over the placebo in preventing COVID-19 infection. And if there is a medium of 2 months of follow-up safety data, the efficacy determination will be based on the events that occur in a trial. The phase 3 trials that are ongoing or expected to be launched soon in the U.S. plan to enroll about 30,000 participants. DSMBS will conduct interim analysis when about 70 events have occurred and final analysis at about 150 to 160 events, Mark said. And then it says, a COVID-19 vaccine EUA would not include all the manufacturing data and would have a shorter duration of safety data than is required for a BLA. So it's saying all the data that is required in a BLA will not be in the EUA. The 2-month medium safety data is sufficient for an EUA because most vaccine-related adverse events occur within 90 days of administration. And we know you start to see side effects within 45 days. But like I said earlier in the show, they tacked on another 45, giving it a 90-day span so that they can see and they can make sure after 90 days, does your phase 1 people show something? Do your phase 2 people show something? What about your phase 3 people? Man, it's already finna be a month after the vaccine trial. The second month of the vaccine trials ended because the data came out in December. They were done in like late November. Then they rounded up and got all their stuff together to press everything up 2 weeks after that, and we got it in December. Here it is. It's literally about to be February in a few more weeks. And you know, we seeing this thing, we seeing the scientific method at work again. Like I said, we get to walk through the whole entire process. So it makes no sense. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more. I know you gotta roll out, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more.
Outweigh potential risk, while the BLA can only be approved if the FDA determined its substantial evidence of safety and effectiveness from adequate and well-controlled trials.
All right, let me go back.
Here you go. Hold on. I think whatchamacallit sent me something.
Right here. He read this line right here, but the way he read it, he was emphasizing. So it says the legal threshold. Remember, he did this in the thing, and I kept saying that he was doing this for a reason. The legal threshold for FDA to grant an EAU is is that a product may be effective and its benefits outweigh known and potential risk. While a BLA can only be approved if FDA determines there is substantial evidence of safety and effectiveness from adequate and well-controlled trials. That's a good thing, but he tried to make it seem like we went on what we need.
Read it again. Read the paragraph above that.
All right. Paragraph above it, it says, if we are going to do an emergency use authorization, it is going to really be like an emergency use authorization. Plus, Peter Marks, Director FDA, Center of Biologics Evaluation and Research, the CBER, said at the webinar convened by the Duke Mangalo Center for Health Policy on the continuum between an EUA and a BLA is going to be closer to the BLA, he said. Yep. And so he tried to stress it as if this was like a bad thing, like they rolling out a vaccine and we couldn't do anything with it. And
now go ahead and grab that thing I just sent you to your phone.
Yeah, I'm good.
Grab real quick.
Yeah.
So he's misusing
Yeah, he's misusing it. And I done put this up before though. The FDA takes additional action in the fight against COVID-19 by issuing emergency use authorization for second COVID-19 vaccine. Absolutely. And it says specifically, today the US FDA issued emergency use authorization for the second vaccine for the prevention of coronavirus, SARS-CoV-19. There you go, COVID-19 right there, caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus. The emergency use authorization allows the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine to be distributed in the US for use in individuals 18 years of age and older. With the availability of 2 vaccines now for the prevention of COVID-19, the FDA has taken another crucial step in the fight against this global pandemic that is causing vast numbers of hospitalizations and deaths in the United States each day, said the FDA Commissioner Stephen M. Hahn, MD. Through the FDA's open and transparent scientific review process, 2 COVID-19 vaccines have been authorized in an expedient time frame while adhering to the rigorous standards for safety, effectiveness, and manufacturing qualities that needed to support emergency use authorization that the American people have come to expect from the FDA. I said that slow for a reason. These standards and or our review process, which are the same we have used in reviewing the first COVID-19 vaccine and intend to use for any other COVID-19 vaccine, included input from independent, this is key, independent scientific and public health experts, as well as a thorough analysis of the data by the agency's career staff. Now, the FDA has determined that the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine has met the statutory criteria for assistance of an EUA. The totality of available data provides clear evidence that the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine may be effective in preventing COVID-19. The data also show that the known and potential benefits outweigh the known and potential risk. supporting that the company's request for the vaccine use in people 18 years of age and older. In making this determination, the FDA can assure the public and medical community that it has conducted a thorough evaluation of available safety, effectiveness, and manufacturing quality information. I ain't got to go.
So yeah, Rob Bourne sent that to me, and that little section that you was reading, that shit deep as a motherfucker, yo.
Yeah,
Like it tells you right there, it ain't skip shit.
The thing though, I got this in on another video. This right here.
I know you do, but he sent it to me tonight. I just want to give him. You know how much shit you sent me, Shawn, that I ain't get a chance to open yet.
Oh, probably a lot.
Yeah, I know you got. I seen that on another video, but I just wanted to give him a shout out, yo, for for throwing that shit in the mix. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, they don't know you got it, man. Look, nigga, you get this shit first. I don't know who you hooking up with. You be having that shit. Think Malcolm giving it to you.
Nah. I ain't got it. Soon as we catch wind, soon as I catch wind that it's coming out, I just start digging for it, because usually when they press it. I don't know, like the Moderna stuff, we had it 2 days. Like the Pfizer stuff, we had it 2 days before it came out. The Moderna stuff, we had it two days before it came out, and we was talking about it. Really, the results before the scientists really were talking about it. So that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so when the Moderna came out, I had this too, because in the source it gave me that, because it's a document, like a fact finder, like it was in their fact sheets and all of that stuff in their press release. They had all of that, and Moderna had it on their website as well. But let me give y'all a little bit more. Inky, watch what happened.
Let's go further. It says if we issue an EUA, we will potentially expose millions of uninfected individuals, healthy people, to this vaccine. So we need data to support the. So what I'm telling you guys is
right there
to do a little bit more study.
Where'd he stop at? He cheated right there. He stopped reading.
Yeah. Nah,
let's pick up. Huh?
He said, I'm gonna read a little bit more.
Let's pick up where he stopped at.
I am.
Outweigh potential risk, while the BLA can only be approved if the FDA determines its substantial evidence of safety and effectiveness from adequate and well-controlled trials.
All right.
Remember he stopped where he stopped reading that, yo.
He stopped right here. Well, I got it highlighted there.
Pick right up where he stopped at, yo.
All right, so he stopped at well-controlled trials, and then it says, after him, if we issue the EAU, we would potentially expose millions of uninfected individuals, healthy people, to this vaccine. So we need, because he kept reading these 2 lines only. We need data to support the benefit of a vaccine, and these data need to be very close to those that we need to meet the BLA effectiveness standard. Marion Gruber, director of Cerberus, said. Now, it goes on to say, FDA could issue an EUA based on interim analysis of phase 3 data, but only if it meets the agency requirements for safety and efficacy, Marks and Gruber said. Now, they indicated that an EAU would only be granted if a trial demonstrates efficacy, which FDA has defined as a 50% improvement over placebo in preventing COVID-19 infection. And if there's a medium of 2 months of follow-up safety data, the efficacy determination will be based on the events that occur in a trial. The phase 3 trials that are ongoing or expected to be launched soon in the U.S. plan to enroll about 30,000 participants. DSMBs will conduct interim analysis when about 70 events have occurred, and final analysis.
Whoa. He was reading the old article, bro?
Nah, he wasn't.
That was old. You said read that again?
All right. Yeah, this article was from like September.
Right. So why the fuck, really?
Yeah. The phase 3 trials that are ongoing or expected to launch.
Man, come on, yo.
Yeah. I said that. This September 10th. Yeah.
No, I'm saying this nigga is reading an old article after 4 million people been vaccinated.
5. Actually, No. Today we're at 8 million. So after 8 million people have been vaccinated,
this nigga read that article, nigga. Oh, man, good night, Shawn. I'm getting off this motherfucker. Do you hear me? 8 million people, dog.
Mm-hmm. And he brings it up today.
After 8 million people, yo. 8 million people, yo.
Yeah.
Come on, yo, we going back over there, yo. Lay down the rules. Look, nigga, we're gonna go back over there and present our findings, nigga, on how that nigga is whack. 8 million people, yo.
All right, let me
Wait, 8 million people, bro. That's big. Is that more than the 30,000, 70,000, yo?
Yes. Yep.
8 million people, bro, with 26 allergic reactions.
29.
One person did. They don't know yet. They do know. They do know that he had some kind of special shit going on in his immune system.
Yep.
4 people with Bell palsy.
Yeah, we can increase the Bell palsy. We could just say 6 to 8 for fun.
Are you serious, dog?
Yeah, and Kyle did the math. It is 0.00058% chance of us having an allergic reaction from the vaccine.
Come on, man. You live in the hood, so you got a better chance of getting in a drive-by or bullet coming through your house and killing your kid. Come on, son. Yeah, man. Go ahead, finish rocking them out of here, yo. That's interesting, yo. We're gonna get these niggas. We ain't finished, bro. Peace, man.
Go further.
All right.
It says if we issue an EUA, we will potentially expose millions of uninfected individuals, healthy people to this vaccine. So we need data to support the. So what I'm telling you guys is you guys need to do a little bit more studying before y'all come out in front of people. Now y'all just been shut the fuck down for the evening, gentlemen. I think you guys are coming out and destroy you niggas. I love the fact that
Don't say nothing. What are you fucking saying? Like you saying they didn't test it at all. They gave us something that they
Good evening.
That's what you telling us.
Corey, stop. Just stop.
I just want to know if that's
no, Corey.
They didn't test it.
Trust me on this.
Because I'm trying to figure out, like, this is
can I share my screen real quick?
What you got to say, brother? No pseudo wants to share screen real quick.
Thank you. All right. So
who's this, Shawn?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
All right. So Pfizer and Moderna did not skip animal trials. Okay. So let's just deal with it. All right. The claim that Pfizer and Moderna vaccines and mRNA vaccines that skipped animal trials because using mRNA vaccines on animals trigger dangerous inflammation. AP's assessment falls. Pfizer and Moderna did not skip animal trials when testing their COVID-19 vaccines. The facts, as the race to authorize the use of COVID-19 vaccines continues, posts online are spreading misinformation about vaccine trials. All right. So really, Inky is misrepresenting the source when he actually does that. So somebody asked this question. I'm only answering the question for the chat. Now, here it is on the screen. Here it is.
Hold on. I just want to know real quick. Is this
No,
in
you
response?
don't, bro. You cannot cut them off, bro.
No, I'm not cutting them off. I just want to make sure. Is this in response to the article that Minister Inky just provided?
It's called cutting them off, bro.
No. He's the co-host, brother. So he just wanted to get
so
clarification.
why ain't cut Inky off then? So now I don't like these rules.
Bro.
No. He just wanted the clarification. Is that rebutting?
He didn't want no clarification when this nigga misrepresented sources. Come on, dude. That ain't right. Play it fair, yo.
Come on. Let the.
Come on, yo. You know that's right, yo. Did you let Inky finish reading the whole thing?
I'm not cutting this brother off, bro. I just want to know, is this in response? He just said that this is in response. Bro, he just said it's in response to the chat. Is this in response to Inky or the chat?
I'm answering all the questions. All right. Okay.
So you didn't hear him just respond to Inky how Inky misrepresented the shit he just read. You ain't hear that? Shawn, can you please go over why this nigga Inky misrepresented what he was reading? Can you make that super clear, please?
Yeah. All right. So let's deal with it from
from the perspective. Here's Inky's source, right? Yeah, everybody thought that we weren't gonna be able to track him down, right? So here's his actual source. So nobody really has issues here. You just got to read it to people. The FDA will require data similar to BLA standard for COVID-19 emergency authorization. This is a good thing that the FDA wants to require data, right? Because within that data requires the EAU use. So let's not throw it out there and play the games and then skip the whole first paragraph and then go to the legal threshold for the FDA to grant an EAU and read that and then go down and say, deal with millions and then not deal with everything else. All right. So the FDA will set a high bar for issuing an emergency use authorization for COVID-19 vaccines and will present any EAU request to an advisory committee before deciding on the application, senior agency officials said Thursday. If we're going to do an emergency use authorization, it's going to really be like an emergency use authorization plus. They added a plus now. Peter Marks, director of the FDA, Center by Biologics Evolution and Research Center, the CBER. All right, said in a webinar convened by Duke Margolis Center of Health Policy. Now, I don't want to bore y'all because he read the second paragraph and to get straight to the nitty gritty, but the FDA is requiring the data in order to grant an EAU. What's the problem here? So the FDA could issue an EAU based on an interim analysis of phase 3 data, but only if it meets the agency's requirements for safety and efficacy, Marks and Gruber said. They indicated that an EAU would only be granted if a trial demonstrates efficacy. I'm gonna go back. They indicated that an EAU would only be granted if a trial demonstrates efficacy, which FDA has defined as 50% improvement over the placebo group. All right. So to go back to everything else that we got to deal with. Okay. Now, if y'all want to get into the vaccine data, I actually have a 92-page data from Pfizer, and I also have the 54-page data from Moderna. All right. But what you're looking at right here on my
Shawn, hold on, Shawn. Don't leave that point, Shawn. So the fact that we're actually getting this vaccine proves, even though they have a high level, proves that it did what it was supposed to do. We just want to make that clear right now. So since he want to use scientific shit and FDA and our CDC shit, then actually the vaccine would have had to pass the test to even get that approval. So he just proves our case. Well, go ahead, Shawn. Just want to make sure we was clear.
Yeah. So here is the development and licensure of vaccines to prevent COVID-19 guidance for industry. They laid out a 24-page guidance for industry in order to seek that. And in this guidance for hold on, let me pause it real quick. Rabon was already saying pull up the FDA approving it and move on. Look at Atiba. He said that is the way it is done. Those brothers are thorough. Big up. Charles, look with Charles and went to bed. Charles, like exactly, Bruce. Look at Bruce and Charles in there fighting. Jamal in here somewhere. They are fighting with the pseudos in the chat. But man, this is what we were dealing with. So I went, like I said, and showed them showed them the FDA document. My bad, y'all. Showed them the FDA document after reading that the article. All Inky had to do was read the rest of that article to figure out that, hey, look, we passed phase 3 trials, man. We got 8 million people with the vaccine in their arm. We got 8 million people with 29 known allergic reactions, documented allergic reactions. Like, that's a big deal. You mean to tell me we got 375 people dead right now, yo? I bet you every last one of them people, family members, would have wished they had that vaccine before this. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? We're idiots that don't understand anything. And it's evident, it's clear. What's bad is the people in the chat was even crazier. Well, let's see what else I got. I really don't want to hear what I gotta say. I ain't trying to hear what I gotta say. animals. But the technology, COVID-19 or late May. Yeah, y'all already know I went in, so that's why I'm saying, I ain't gotta listen to it. Testing in the earlier trials,
and then lied on the shit you just read.
Hold on. But this,
and then lied on the shit you just read.
Well,
at the end of the year, first Pfizer, then a week later or a week and a half later, Moderna. We get those almost behind each other.
And so that's only the article that you pulled out, right? And that was talking about the animal testing, correct?
This takes you through the process where they started in March, right? This is why
I'm familiar. I actually had Moderna in the stocks when it was at $16.
Yeah. All right. So he is familiar because he actually has Moderna in the stock, and he got it when it was at $16 a share. Listen to what he's saying, because this is the brother that Uncle's referring to.
I'm very familiar with the trial.
So he said he's very familiar of the trials. Moderna also, and they're gonna educate you on their actual website.
So are you familiar with the trials, yo? And you trying to act like they skipped steps, yo? Tell the truth, then.
No. Well.
Answer the question. Answer the question, bro.
Well, they would have had to. They would have had to based on the definition.
He just lied. Hey, Shawn, he just lied to us, bro.
Hold on, bro. This is what I'm saying. Based on the definition that. So what's the? So there is no difference in the two process. Yeah. Is there any difference? So you saying there's no difference in the process of how you get a vaccine?
Man, are you serious right now, yo? You lied and told us you read the shit because you got stocks, and then lied on the shit you just read. I'll give up. Go ahead, Corey.
Really? Did y'all? So y'all have nothing. Y'all everything. Are you saying that you just dealt with
the trials, yo? You read it. You read it. You the only one here to read
the trials. What was Inky? So Inky's point on the article. Hold on. But this. I know it's the same. Well, hold on. He read the same source, but then the trials that he went to was dealing with was another source. So the source that Inky brought up was explaining the difference in the process.
How much money? I don't know how much money you put into it, but I want you to know, as a person who has invested in this vaccine, you need a successful vaccine. Do you agree? So you can make money.
You said, did they make a successful vaccine?
I said you need a successful vaccine that works, because if the shit don't work, you're not going to get your money out the stock. So I want you to know.
I wouldn't say that necessarily.
So you just like investing money to throw it away, then? All right.
I didn't say you invest money. I pulled out, but the corona is over.
No, hold on. He didn't hear his question though. He didn't.
That fool said the corona is over, y'all. We got 374,000 people dead. That really, listen, in the state of California, somebody dying out of 500 people, one die every 8 minutes.
I hear your question, His question was, you as an investor, you need the product to be successful, right?
I would say so, or you needed to assume to be. I mean,
you needed to be
really.
Honestly,
if we going into the stocks, I mean, if you talking when you make an investment, hold on, bro. Let me help you out, because when you making investments like that throughout the year, the stocks are driven off of emotions. So I bet it on the emotions of Corona causing people to flow into the vaccine.
You bet on a success.
And now I'm out of it because the emotions are down and you're gonna see it drop. So I hate out as soon as it hit 130.
That's all besides the point, bro.
But you'll see that in the stocks. I can almost guarantee you it's gonna drop. I can, if you want to know, as an investor, I can guarantee you it's gonna drop soon. And I ain't gonna go whether it's because it works or not. I know it's gonna plummet. But this is what I will say. Is that the article? Hold on, because hold on.
Ask you a question. though.
Hold on, bro.
All right, guys, we gotta close out.
on.
We gotta close out because we got a debate in another 5 minutes. So we'll.
All right, so I really ain't gonna get into the rest of that because it's really just some close out conversations at this point. But the brother he caught himself up, yo. He caught himself up. He said he knew the information on the vaccine trials, and then he professed that they skipped steps when they didn't skip steps. And I basically laid the foundation out showing that they didn't skip steps because they tested it in animals. I showed where they tested in animals before they did a small sample size of humans, and then they corrected it in humans, and then it went further, and then we get to where we are toward the end of the year. They didn't skip no steps. They didn't skip steps, but he said that they skipped steps. He said he knew because he bought stock in it, and he realized based on what he read during the things that they skipped steps. But he couldn't show and prove that. So Unc called him out on that. I didn't want to argue with the guy, but Unc called him out on that. So it was bullcrap. Inky came on and did what Inky did. He wanted to read just enough information of an article to make it look like that you would be confused in what was going on. He stayed right here. He never left. He never left here. He never left here. He didn't go below this threshold right here. Because had he went below this threshold right here, this would have told you right now, oh man, this it. And I did show that this article was 9, 10, 20. You know, that was September the 10th. We ain't nowhere near no EAU. We didn't get the EAU until December. We didn't get the EAU to then. So he messed all of that up, yo. And you know, that's what happened when we slow things down and we get in the grill of the pseudo. Dang, Malcolm been sitting over here in the cut, man. How long you been waiting? You still up? Malcolm probably fell asleep on me. He been sitting in the cut waiting. But yeah, man. I mean, think about what was said. Hopefully, everybody can learn from that, and we kind of deal with it from that perspective. We all had a little moment in there. We went over there combating with the folk. We really shouldn't have been over there, though. My honest opinion, we really shouldn't have been over there, but we were. And it is what it is. The fun at the end. But what y'all got up, man? What kind of questions, answers, comments, concerns? What y'all got? What y'all think? What's up? Appreciate that. Oh man, you still up? You up? Wow. Yeah, those reptilian sources, bruh. Those reptilian sources. I don't know what the hell he talking about. Breaking down the latest COVID in Memphis. What's up, man? Oh, so yeah, I put an article in the chat, man, about, you know, that dude from Florida who passed out on the basketball court. Yeah, they linking that to COVID. Yep. Saying it meant so far them long-term effects, because he had it 8 months ago. So he has lingering effects of COVID-19. Yep. And he initially had mild symptoms too. Yep. Asymptomatic. He had mild symptoms. Mm-hmm. They talking about the syringes supplied by the feds waste vaccine doses. So they saying they need some better syringes. They said COVID-19 vaccines could be heading to the black market. Somebody from Tennessee is arrested, from Nashville actually, arrested with the riots in the Capitol. Elite medical centers, even workers who do not qualify are vaccinated. Los Angeles approaches 30,000 COVID deaths amid continuing surge. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Y'all know I got to transfer my information. So what's up and shut up around here. Yeah, buddy. I gotta call my Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Send them something special. Demonstration beat conversation one time for the nation. Here I go right here. California approaches 30,000 COVID deaths amid continuing surge. And California is the same place where nurses said they did not want to take the vaccine, but y'all got 30,000 deaths. Look, California continued to see dramatic surge Sunday in its number of COVID-19 deaths, with the state first approaching another milestone, 30,000 fatalities. The pace of daily COVID-19 deaths had climbed since the most recent surge began in November. On November 3rd, California was recording about 40 deaths a day. By Thanksgiving, 70 deaths a day. By Christmas, 220 deaths a day. By Saturday night, California was recording an average of 451 deaths a day for the previous week, a record. It took roughly 6 months for California to record its 10,000th death, which came on the 6th of August, and 4 more months to record its 20,000th death, which was logged December 8th. California recorded 29,929 deaths Sunday evening, just about 1 month later, according to a preliminary survey of local health jurisdiction conducted by Times. 5 of the highest single-day death tallies for California have been recorded in the last week. They go to chart. The most recent single-day death record for Cali occurred Friday, when 685 deaths were recorded, breaking a previous record of 575 deaths tallied on New Year's Eve. An additional 456 deaths were tallied statewide Saturday, the 16th highest single-day tally. California is recording an increase in the number of daily coronavirus cases after posting Christmas lull. From the 16th to December 22nd, the state had an average of 45,000 coronavirus cases a day, record. They stabilized between 35 to 40,000 cases a day until Thursday. But the 7-day surge of new cases rose to nearly 44,000 by Saturday, the fourth highest such number of the pandemic. Do I need to continue? Sutek said that's why he keeping his ass in the house. He in the house with my coffee and cookies. Man. Yeah. Some of y'all don't want to go to sleep. Shawn, go to Inky website so we can see the snake oil. What's this website? Dr. Inky website. Prism. This him? Yo, this him. All right. He want us in his business. We in his business. All products. Don't. Vegan not pro. Prebiotics and probiotics, 44 raw vegan capsule pre-sale, $32. Vegan vitamin D3 tablets, $36. Vegan vitamin D3, $63. 384 copies. The Age of Enlightenment edition of the Soulcraft scroll and paperback print, wholesale and support donations, $1,700. Look what he got it listed as, $19,200. So now it's 17 for this Soulcraft scroll. Oh, so the image is supposed to be inky. Okay. All right. So we got the again another souls for $1,100. Another one for $672, $396, $114. 6 copies of 64. Age of Enlightenment paperback 20. This supposed to be a downloadable something. He got the personal gym equipment, $50. He got same thing he had up there, just relisted. Yep. Same thing relisted. It's over and over. All right, so now he got bestsellers. His bestsellers is a $200 free PDF God Complex Codex Livid for Light Bodies. Power resistant smooth white finish or jagged edge black sold by Inventor. $20. Hormosis. Whatever that is. Ocean Steak gluten thoriide herbal capsule, $63. It has phytoplankton and duckweed. The Inky Juice, $75. The Detox Kit, $149. Vegan Substitutes PDF and Hormosis PDF, free. Then he got the look. Anabolic hormone help. $63. Purple Phase, $72. Raw herbal compounds. Muscle plants, children and adults, multivitamin and muscular joint compound. Droplets, $44. The Age of Enlightenment edition of Soulcraft, $20. This is science stuff on his website. Ain't nothing new on here. Yeah, it's the science stuff. He just got all this extra clicking for stuff. Oh, I ain't see this. Eat right for your haplotype. What? Eat Right for Your Haplotype, controversial dietary paperback book, $180. This is supposed to be written by Minister Inky Wasir. He put his name on there as Inky Wasir. Exclusive new Swatch Momotopics mix, Histonic herbal capsule. Do we want me to buy the books? Huh? Inky Winky Stinky, do you really want me to get these books? $69 for Ink and Cube paperback book. Ink and Soul Crab Grappling, $200. Ink and Squared hardcover, $174. Ink and the Tesseract paper book, $63. Iron supplement, $45. Magnesium supplement, $45. This dude just be making up stuff, bro. Non-GMO moringa. Him and Chief A's gonna be arguing about that. They're gonna be arguing about that moringa. Bro, this is some trash. This is some trash. This trash, yo. Yeah, Ocean State. I don't know what that is. This some trash, yo. And people will support this but won't even buy a book from us, yo. They won't even buy a book from us, but they'll support this bull crap. Will not buy a book from us, y'all. Let me turn my TV off. Straight up. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Ocean State, bro. Zion, you better keep up with the times. Ocean State. Y'all hating, man. Why y'all hating on Inky, dog? What y'all hating on? He had a Jerry curl in this picture. He wanted us in his business. Join and become an affiliate. Let's go check the blog out. Oh, Nature Boy versus Inky Chakras. Oh, 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 oh. He got it on here too. He be doing the backgrounds. He don't want nobody to see that he live in a 1-bedroom project. He don't want nobody to know he live in a 1-bedroom project. Look at that. Everybody know this ain't his background, right? He ain't living like this. Just look at the outside of the line right there. Yeah, he had an easy, bro. I can't make this up. He debated with Nature Boy over some chakras, yo. Chakras? 2021, you debating over chakras. Soulcraft music page, Dr. Inkish triage, 30-day transformation program and Killer Ab series program and certification. Click to buy. Digital reparations through education on the net. Q planning urban initiative. This bullshit. Join our fundraising to build a new platform dedicated to end cardiovascular disease. The fuck out of here, yo. I'm done, yo. I can't do this. I'm done with this. I'm sorry, y'all. It's goofy. All right, so what's up, y'all? I'm about to dip out on y'all, man. What's good? What's good? What's good? Who touched who first? Still crazy. Well, man, on that note, y'all already know how it go, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, the books is in. The books are in. Yep. They in. They're here.